awareness in my wambo. And now it goes by the name. Stay tuned to Bamaso. It's a party the king smiling. Nana walk so. Yo, on in Nanka Saturn and Web. La Pam phone so reporting Chidom from Monday to Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. Tuning into Bamaso on Akwantufuo radio. Yo, Akwantufuo radio. A photo 77 put a man on you. Akwantufuo radio. Papa smiling, awareness in my wamo. Akwantufuo radio. A photo 77 put a man on you. Akwantufuo radio. Papa smiling, awareness in my wamo. Yo, from here to foreign, you give us a reason to listen to radio. Papa smiling, anyabo.
Eye pamaso. Eye pamaso. Empenye se ye suma nyansafo ne suma na montenten. Eno konfo se kromo a otemu bi. Kotie be ka Papa Smiley nda be jafo tenasi. Obedwum omamu nsam amamu mu nsam ene nsam polo. No mercy for the cripple. Papa, you chamuni anko.
Yeah. A place where the sun and Ghanaians come together to shape the Ghana they hope for. Rising as co-creators and catalysts in making Ghana a better place for all. Oh Ghana, our home, our pride, the dream still lies deep inside. Through every hand, through every heart, the change we see begins with us. Together we rise, together we build. Oh, Bamaso, the time is now. The Ghana we hope for starts with us somehow. Yeah. No blame, no fear, no weight again. Let's use our voice, let's use our brain. With heart and faith, we take a stand to build this nation hand in hand. Oh, little Bill Ghana, we will do it now. We will bring the light, the people's power. Wow, wow. We will make it shine. You and I combine. Celebrate by my soul. By my soul. Yeah, the boom, you know. Oh, together we rise, together we build. Oh, by my soul. The time is now. The Ghana we hope for lives in us now. Oh, by my soul. Where the discerning come to think, to act, and to build. Together we rise for the Ghana we dream of. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Bamaso, a place where the sun and Ghanaians come together to shape the Ghana they hope for. Rising as co-creators and catalysts in making Ghana
It is Thursday, the 5th of February, 2026, 33 past 1600 hours. We live once again on Akwantufuo Radio, Abrabapa Radio, as well as Akwantufuo Radio GH, with another exciting edition of Bamaso. Streaming also on our Facebook handle, YouTube, at Akwantufuo Radio as well. The place where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we just come to deliberate dialogue, contemplate on all possibilities with which we would rise as co-creators and catalysts in the making of that Ghana we are looking forward to have. It is a joy that we give to ourselves. It is a pleasure that we give to ourselves, a favor that we give to ourselves when we come working on ourselves to make ourselves better vessels through whom a better Ghana will run through. It is a favor that we are doing unto ourselves. So when we come, we do it with joy. We do it with so much excitement within us, because we know we are the very recipients of whatever that we are doing around here. This is also on the grounds that we are the very Ghana we are so much concerned about. So if there is something that needs to be done for Ghana, it has to come from us. And if we allow ourselves for that which needs to be done to run in and through us, as a matter of fact, we are the first beneficiaries. As I keep telling you, the water hose or the pipe hose through which the waters run through and get to your house, it gets wet before you get some of the water, isn't it? Your shower hose will certainly get wet first before you get wet. Under no circumstance would you get wet before your shower hose get wet? No. Or your pipes get wet? No. So it tells you, if we allow ourselves to become that vessels, we enjoy that which comes with it, first of all, before anybody else will enjoy. And that is why when we come here, we seek to become channels through whom the Ghana that we want to live in will run through us. I'll say it once again. You are doing yourself that very favor as you are seeking the very best for our dear nation, Ghana. And that is why you are here. So today being Thursday, the reflective Thursday, I would humbly welcome you. Come, let us reflect. Come, let us contemplate on the many things we have accepted as norms, the many things that we think demand some further contemplation, among other things, so that we come to that understanding that what we have accepted is still standing the test of time, energy, space, and circumstances to make our lives better. That is why we are here. And to that effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to this edition of Bamaso. Na Jack and Jack is yes, Ronco de Mudo. And come on, baby, I will be at some pempens you were feeding the Akwantufuo Radio, Arapa Radio, and Akwantufuo Radio GH. And what that February that was with no, I think Pimionia Dununs, and no Naba Husima Edbiasa and soon. Baba Maso. I had ye, Makwama, I drink as ye afa ye mu, na yet to me, I should ye bit me, I'm all my Ghana, I found into my pefra. Yinim say, hey, a kukume be a organ be any hot Nihonomoa a son was saying Ghana. A kukume be any hot. A part can never deem itself as more important than the whole, I tell you. In as much as the parts come together to make the whole possible, no. No part can deem itself as important than the whole. It's never possible. Never possible. And when we come here, the Ghana nyina na ye puma sibre ye kasa ye ni ye bibia ye biem. Na mesa ka obi say if a part of the whole is to cause you to disregard, to disrespect, look down upon another part that also belongs to the whole that you are also a part of now. What you are trying to say and say that which caused you to disrespect the other part who also belongs to the whole is more important than the whole itself. You know who kwachi na beti ase akọ kase. Ai say wohwe wo bi ono bi a the tribe bi a o belong to enti no na wo look down upon another person and also belong to another tribe. Unyansa no form ate e form pejam kakra obi wo hono mo a na sorry a okọ the religion a belong to a man who look down upon another person who belongs to another religion. Unyansa wo form menkosro kakra ate menkosro menkosro actually say that person all disregarding, you have forgotten about the very important identity that person may have, which is the identity of belonging to the whole. And it's the identity of belonging to a smaller part of the whole. Am I disrespect is how in your corner? You need to look a little bit further. Assembly no. Enti yamaye ho kwan ama yu kwaye dom enton aye bo asori aye ko adwuma aye ye invite bi kra ago feather almost skin color almost hwene size ebi wo kra the two esuntino omuade phobia anya baga ensem ne dosun identities ne dosun. We allow ourselves for these things to cause us to look down upon ourselves. And that is why we are here. Say we will reprogram ourselves to come and understand that which matters most in our lives. I say Yama, the things that needs to be relegated to the background at the key center stage. Ama, the things that needs to take center stage and have been relegated to the background. And the abanasa challenges, problems in kwani face or ya brabo. And then reflective Thursday, ibra. Ni mobu ni yamahu. Aye. Nsemo ho. Yen kansem. Yen sunyadie. Yen putu die yaje di. Die dia ye juma over a long period of time. No. Let us put it to test. Ni ya say. Die yasum say ye norm. Die yasum say de be ye juma no. It is still standing the test of time. It is still standing the test of energy, still standing the test of circumstances and the space that we find ourselves in. Isan said, no kre, any day able to me ejina the forces of time, energy, space, and circumstance at all times. That is the only truth. Truth is that which changes not, irrespective of time, energy, space, and circumstances. That is the truth. And whatever that we have held on for all this while, no, when we come, especially on reflective Thursday, we put it to test. Now, and to me, and as our test now, we think again, we figure out how we can make it better, or we look out for something that will make our lives better. Assembly, no. And it's all here ni said it na natena na nasa be dia ko Dr. Ebenezer Amufabwate na ne papa yontu ananketia blessed memory me boni dia na ma ja home boni dia na ma ja home san say he played his part. America for more ho United Kingdom for musumo ho, Ghana for more ho, I say mami V ba better joint pa team league for me wa and also can who be you team league for no. Hey, because of this team league, any team or dobro ni among other things. yeah, can be about ourselves as Ghanaians. Ojune ho a won't ase. Hey, enti team Odobroni ni team legal wife esombo say we are Ghanaians ana. You know who actually? Well, that's a typical example. The things that you hear people say about ourselves, about themselves, because of this team legal and Odobroni, I bet you. So damn serious. Anyway, Yanchia, Belgium way. Of a body. Well, let any mayo and my. Oh, let any my. For let any bra. The union official. Anyway, yeah, channel. Gamanche, still in Ghana. Oh, Gamanche, oh, Konanu, ya. I said, yeah, oh, take Ghana. Hey, Gamanche. Ghana for no bear wado. You see, Nano na ya campaign waha. It's still part of the communications policy. No? And the idea now, sha. Yeah, wa Akwantufuo no see ya kwa my Ghana mua. Yeah, enunti ebema ye nuanom e wo Ghana for no be person ampe kwara so mbeti yen. Omunya kro mbe pam yen. E de ba de ene ye. E de ba de na ahwa ye ya. E ma sa de no eba. Ai. Okay, ade ntra. Consider it o. Masa me judge wo mo say wo mo mpese o metie. Ai. Said ye wo ego ewo wo mu no. Wo mo so wo ego ewo wo mu. Said ye wo pese obi tie wo no. Wo mo so pese ye tie wo mo. Masa menya wadwen se o esan se wo nim bibi esin wo mu ntina wo so wo mu tie o. Enti ye mu se ho de ne de pa na ye yinti aye kwa. Tada wo mo pese o mbeti ye no. Why? De ne ye. Are we having some communication spoilers? Are we having some egoistic tendencies that will cause them not to listen to us? You must see a question. Aye. You must see a question. Yansia, and you are no more ever mum. One time, you're mum. Not any day. Yansia, you may not say right away. Yaba kwa humano so mami vi. Mabodi aka asemu. Mabodi na mafrewo. Bibi nyabutre. Mami vi banaso. That is oba vi.
Nyamiadom pacho say.
Nyamiadom mismo here ba. O voice ne de Mr. Ho Chi Minh was say I love your voice. I love your voice. Also o feel voice no pa o feel voice no. Na o kuma say na won kra na wo himfa.
They want to cry.
Oh, Tadi. Tadi lady. Hey. Onya fresh fish no fresh me boy.
Fresh fish.
I see. Cause minti man na say hey.
Me wataka dan me wanaje.
Anaji. Oh, okay. Anaji estate.
Anaje estate wo ho but anaje me ni anaje estate but me wanaje.
Oh, okay.
No, anaje estate I yet to say those time no mo ye omo for me anaje no. Him say omo create anaje estate no ni ade but so says see no land no e konechi ni nko to land no say no anaje estate no kra ba be dada.
Aye dada, I see. Matias pa. Na takrade mo environs no mo ho no galam say ni to say.
Omo ye but enya takrade ha mo ye wo we home for Forden. But just then in a western region, you know, Crambo funding. More on ya today be a secondary takradimu. In film had that, but what you go.
Next horn zewa. I say my people ma fanti bow. And say ebema for chum kura ni agemo because say fantina at the spicy be can say I see. You. Any yanku anymore and yawada. Yes, your friend.
Okay.
Reflective Thursday.
Almost
Thursday. Yɛba reflective Thursday no botae no nyinaa ne sɛ dɛ mekaeɛ no nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ nom a yɛagye atom over a long period of time. Yɛba na agya yɛasa de ato litmus test. Kyɛ sɛ yɛbɛdoso ho na yɛahwɛ sɛ nneɛma a yɛagye atom over a long period of time no is it true? Is it something that we can still work with among other things? That is what brings us here. Nti edi kan na medical to ama na sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ nom a you want us to contemplate on it a wode bɛba asana biribi kora wɔ hɔ nom a mede aba nti ɔba Vivian biribi wɔ hɔ nom a wobɛpɛ sɛ ɛnɛ one yɛbɛ contemplate on it ebi kora wɔ hɔ nom a wakɔhu video bi wakɔ kenkan philosophy bi right wakɔ kenkan article bi asɛm bi odwen sɛ asɛm we deɛ yɛba bɛdwen ho kakra ɛbɛboa yɛ ɛkwan da hɔ wodie ne yɛtie Mama Vivian.
Okay, that's it. Last time na asɛm kakra na yɛka no on say do baby na obi kasa Mr. Isaac sɛ de kasa sɛ ana mi refi mo but nim sɛ Mr. Isaac na ɔka bibi sɛ ɛna bi mo sɛ na team legal wife ne then no cause problem no any idea and I no so cry no more of an aban issue. So aban issue until then or no so more the best ya aban ni idea. But as citizens na you know say assembly bana say kopie quarter akwa aban asem. And as a wo na wo mfichire wo hye them na wo at the back of your windows no na what to say bia ebi mo ko a won hye them ho nka say enye masem because omo mienu na omo we kire ho na omo ko no me nua bi anim me brother bi anim we yes a wonye good citizen because onye wo family ni ntia na onye wo bisuani ni ntia omo ko no yenje omo ko na omo mpra omo ho eba ne se ba ko ne ho ede no kra betumi eku a eku the other person no kra yenje no omo ku na na eti asem no obi ebusuamu asem te se ne last na mo ka no obi ebusuamu no problem wo ho obi aware mu problem wo ho aware bi ani ho a eye perfect eya na nkofo bebre fi se emba na sebe kafrache mbema ne bebre fi se emba ne bi wo ho a omo respect omo mbu ade enunti na omo nya aware ana se omo aware engina na ana se enunti na bema no akwa chiti na bema na akofa another woman no but eya me bisa me ho question say eya na bema no sebe kafrache bi mo dwen sen eya na sabio omo pese mba ni bi ndeda form no muntiatia so ansa no mo behu se menya good woman na no matter what oba betumi aye bia de ama bema no be chiti a obe chiti bema no pese okofa another woman obefa another woman so me no de bia ya meka say I don't accept say bema be kofa another woman if me any woman I don't accept that but say okofa so then na obey what to me nya ho hwe but the most important thing as a woman you have to look at is so wunjaya ware no kotin dia I mean ne mehwe ne say minjaya mehwe say bema no or give you the same respect na say the same behavior na no the man as when you beginning no if the same respect no wo dia why not wunjaya no onye ne ope ono nka so ya no bre one day I'll be jai so when jai so it's up to ono ankasa go I'm talking. Oh, enti no, to me change bema because of your generation. Enti abeka say bema na so mutie ye and bema to me change because ye no yesu sakra at the age of 5 at the age of 6 near there at that generation that time no crampo no na bema chiti and no crampo the next situation in yakra that time ye yesu sa no me ye de ani hu ya aunties mo ne ade mo de treaty uncles ne ade de treaty aunties ya papa mo ne ade de treaty ya maame mo ne ade no that time no kra de na nye o yere to me wo fie pa na be ma akofo baba me hu bi wo me fie me auntie kuno o to me o one of them na akofo baba dia baba o se ni girl ni o me auntie no so ba obeji na tum sa e den no be ye obe so wa accept maame no nipa na o de ne beba no wa baba ye part of fie ho la show no nipa na bakra obe fie a ona mabontia no wa start talk kemu frame me auntie no adere me auntie so ne hu dede obo o wa accept no sa na obe ne den eti ende no emba eni ayede say me mpene no amman be ma so fi say oh and then ba no mo aye rude dodo. It's about time ese be ma giant ba na mba so tumi di omo ho kakra. But on say as African men na ye wo no eya na edu baby na omo fi say ebi mo fi say oh emba no mo mo bu ade ma me kofa na mi metumi handle but no matter what wo bua odobro ni we ni daddy lumba we no they were still fighting. In case ebia mama say one na embu papa no enti na okofa odobroni a why were they fighting sometimes eye die be na ekoso a na omuko omuchira luba no tumi mo treat girl no wo fie ho pa oje na de ginger opono ene ade nyina girl na the information e baaye so opono enti say embe ma fi say yeah, what a young funny say, mommy say no, not onye. She was not a good woman. She was just a bad woman. Na oti because you know no beginning na some ne buy no. Me na was supporting me support you odobroni because na me no. But na me no matter so much obefa oba wo Ghana. But na me I was supporting the woman no Ghana and say, then we jaw you but what's your story now? Then you started to think said there's a truth somewhere. It has to come out. So, enti say na maame no na owo bad behavior. Enti na be man into me handle enti no bad Ghana na obefa young lady na. E ba ni say na that young lady no so sometimes they were fighting. It means to say no matter what no, we hear there even boss Aisha Modi aba be ka say odobro need to me wo fie ho. Na oman kasa papa na suma omo akofa girls abra omo wo edan ni mu. Emo ni be ma oni girls na da. Whilst a girl no around. So, it's no matter what now, obey a bear man. Bear my bear man, and any bear who and then I attract no. If on to me control the on to me control the one. Yeah, any one obey attract no. And because of his or your boss unity no, he will go for it. 18 no media me when is the lumba some na bano and no creepy a baby na buy sa buy bemu na somebody can because as some na kokot a buy some. Asam no kodu court aban asam enti emaye nkasa enye we obi fi asam aban bremu no mbe yeden obi fi asam aban be mu aban betumi solve problem no because ye hu bi da yati bi da so aban betumi akasa obi ni obi yere kunu na yere a omo property o maye no entumi nkọ for girlfriend ne mba no ma wono no betumi anya property ni bi but obi ni obi a omo aware abobra no omo property ni ntumi nkodi girlfriend chain. It's about to be my bad casemo. E ma de na ye. Enti no me feel say makasa too much. Nti e betumi akwa e be me so bi ma mesen akasa.
You asem na wo ka no we be say e be bi Pandora box. I'm unfortunate say there are several sides to every story. You started off by saying say okotu say asemwesi and I say bibi koso between some people and I say you can do something about it, you have to address something about it na wanya timemu ni papa and pa your business is my business if we are inseparably linked with one another. Your business that is even unseen is my business. And that is one thing we think our academics, our knowledge in this world able to me, and I say we go by that thinking, and we think we're going to have it okay. There are several things that it comes to worry us, and it all begins with people thinking, say, whatever they were doing, no, it's their own business. But as long as we are inseparably linked with one another, your business is my business. The problem, we say, mind your own business, and they say we lack that wisdom that will make us address issues among ourselves. We lack that wisdom. That wisdom is needed, so that we'll be able to address issues among us. We need that wisdom. Because we don't want to work out that wisdom into say, hey, man, your business is your business. That is what it is. Because if you want to address something concerning someone and you begin with insult to the catch or say, mind your own business, that is what the person will tell you, because you are not coming with wisdom. In the penny Santino, or say, I'll mind my business. Oh, boy. That wisdom is not there. Work out for that wisdom to be present, so that you'll be able to help others in their business as well. When we say Isaac man is also me name a bedroom so, but me name the entire I'm here 100 dreams. We say we call for chums one. Okay, I'm here the person can briefly and sign a name. Isaac Bamaso. Isaac, all right. Isaac and Timmy can. I'm call for Chumberma. So, Mr. Ho Chime. Ho Chime. That's right. And he over Chum say, what Timmy can. No, I ready, dear. You two way. Bamaso.
Yeah. I think it's here.
Yeah,
Of
I will be out here now.
I'm very well, thank you. Very well.
Okay. And it's out to what is it about Vivian can't fancy a crowd or me.
Yeah, I did listen to her. She's got a very beautiful voice.
I
love her intonation. So, Vivian, good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, Vivian Casa.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Thank you, sir. How are you too?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. You seriously, I have to tell you, you got a beautiful voice, and you sound. Yes, I love the smile as well. This is quite catchy. You've got a very affable voice. It makes you, that defines your character. I think you'll be a very affable human being. I think, given the voice. Anyway.
You offer why are there? Oh, are there when you hold there? No, I can't. So, and when you recognize something good in any situation, it's good to acknowledge it. It's good to acknowledge it.
She sounds a beautiful woman.
It's good to acknowledge it.
Beautiful voice, and I love that. So,
oh yes.
I have to say that. Yeah.
Of course. No, it's in order. It's in order.
The voice is good. Anyway.
Yes. Now, in a similar vein, is there anything you love about Donald Trump?
Mr. Donald J. Trump. No, there's nothing. No, not even one.
Okay.
The man pisses me off so much. I mean, seriously, he's over the hill. Seriously. He breaks down every rule, every morality, every leadership trait to be out of. It's minus. No. It's terrible. I mean, listen, the man, whether I like it or not, he's the president of the United States now. Remember, United States in the founding year is over 300 years. Yeah, but look, we are now students of politics and history, and we know, sir, there are iconic, well-respected presidents And Donald Trump is not. He doesn't come in anywhere close to that bracket. He's not part of it. He's in the extreme opposite. And history, at the moment, he's still the president. So sir, history, the next 10, 20, 30 years, history will seriously bash him well. Books will be written about him, movies will be made about him, and it will all be negativity. There's nothing good about that guy. And he doesn't care. So I see him say, I think he may have some mental traits. I think he needs a serious mental evaluation. That's my observation.
You offer now, Mr.
Respect. We are Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, John Adams, iconic JF Kennedy. No, they're all in the same White House. Before this man, it comes nowhere close, nowhere near.
Okay,
he's doing so.
All right. Obi can philosophy be, and as Obi can send me to or say there is good in everything. It's all dependent on what you focus on which side or which angle that you are looking. And on that grounds, Mami Musa, are you looking very closely to Donald Trump very well? And I say, you have chosen a particular side just to look at that, and then you say there is nothing admirable of him, Anna.
Well, if you ask me for my personal observation,
yeah, that's right.
I've given it to you. And what's up? Philosopher being to be on throttle. I still say Donald Trump, you can, all White House is it comes nowhere near that there is good in everybody. Then the philosopher will have to prove that to me. He have to come up. General statement. There's good in everybody. If it is possible, the same philosopher might come out and give us one line that is good in everybody, that is coming from Donald Trump. Maybe I don't see one. So he should. The name of the game is evidence. The name of the game is evidence. I challenge that philosopher now.
On fire with him as well.
What about? Then we can have a conversation. Until then, Donald Trump is a minus. Until the name of the game is evidence. If we are not giving you any evidence, what kind of try? No, I dismiss it. It doesn't make sense.
I see. And do you have all the evidence? What kind of the game is evidence? Do you have all the evidence in this life? I just said Donald Trump no the good be anymore.
The behavior, make more.
The view question I said they say not to us 1 second. We always say what kind of point blank so when you're good, right? Hey, good be anymore. And I said, do you have all the evidence in this life, in this world? I
will not use the adjective all. Overwhelming evidence. He's not a good. Overwhelming evidence.
Overwhelming. Okay, overwhelming definition. What is overwhelming? The chair say, how much information do you have? Okay.
If you like, right, we are seeing the behavior be anywhere, papa. In fact, yes, it borders some obia. So ebia badao, there be a metal reference 19 Adolf Hitler in Germany, 1939, 40, 41. He caused so much trouble on Tuesday. We in the end, you know the end of Adolf Hitler. He pulled up a pistol and shot himself because he couldn't face the humiliation. Say you bet as a war criminal. Ya handcuff and said you for maybe ya body to your crown. So he killed himself. He killed his wife, Eva Braun, and he also shot himself. That is the mark of a very bad person. When he admitted, say, one Jimmy shit and my allied forces and you defeated Germany, you achieved the leader of the Nazi. Now you're trying and he couldn't face it. So he killed himself before, and then after that, he has ended everything. In the end, and I think Donald Trump may have to end up in similar circumstance. Yeah.
All right.
Like killed himself. He couldn't face it. Said, you didn't call the whole world. You didn't say you are finding him guilty. Now you didn't have to prison for for life, and now you're putting you and one of his henchmen, Adolf Eichmann, one of my could due for 6 million ever Auschwitz. One of your hanging or Tel Aviv, 1961. Adolf Hitler, so one couldn't honestly would have been hanged the same way. So me feels that Donald Trump, something would, I don't know, but given historical antecedents, maybe one day will come and somebody will take him out. The behavior, Papa.
Yeah, okay. You offer.
It breaks down every convention.
You. Eti said you will see based on your overwhelming evidence, there is no good in Donald Trump. Oh.
I want to be who at the Papa Bia trouble.
Enti America for Edua almost electoral system here different. Say some group said 20 or some have figures in your bubble better.
White House.
Maybe 1 second. Who good be out when and almost still I wanted to man. No,
there is uncle for us. Woman was I've been born in a war papa and would be a warm supporters. One way did racist. So America, you crocus here and mind. One way to man do free. Countryside. We been called Washington. That what we crossing for America, crossing for and crossing for Washington, New York. That they live in a village far away, bush. You don't know how be a racist. I say UK, I mean, be a T. I brought from the working class for one, be a literate, one who born, one who carry the beer, one who woman. The only because you fucking African, you fucking bastard. They can't speak even English. You and I speak better English than the illiterate white people in UK. Sad here with America, the illiterate whites, And then the educated ones say, Obama, no, have one. No. One do one you Donald Trump. They have little or no education. And in sociology, people with that trace, are your pipeline to social delinquency. And you one BBI fucking black people, you nigger, you but the other cars will be a nigger. You're a nigger. That's all what they can say. They can't speak any language beyond your nigger, your bastard, you fucking black bastard. That's all. They can't speak English like Obama. Obama is a Harvard educated lecturer. One way two man Donald Trump will be the level of education Obama. They come nowhere close. Not Donald Trump. What is his level of education? Look, Donald Trump. What Papa ne wu jari sika. I know what we're criminally minded. What you are Canada so education part. When did Donald Trump join Obama? Donald Trump will be a houseboy. What about people? Where crossing? He's a bush boy. No education. And that system and who is council, you can buy people and he have $4. And the man is a millionaire. So he uses money to get the votes. Now, when you're a Jimmy for one more little or no education in American hinterland, bush power in school, that will be above 40p. They've never gone beyond primary school. One of the dogs, one vote man, he came up with an agenda, racism. They're America first. They are racist. This time, we have to veer into history. Obia America, they are immigrants. American land belong to the Red Indians. Above, Donald Trump, or Papa free Germany, or Mammy free Scotland, UK, Kennedy, President Omunya, Irish for. When you belong for Italian American, English American, whatever, Obia and Omo Kum. Black Red Indians, Kakaka Crab, Womushe, Bush baby in the Oregon, baby, Kentucky. And I heard before that, 105 free Ghana, Gold Coast, and West Africa, slave trade. That is why black people are in America. We worked our asses out to build the industry. And one say nigger, start more afraid a Negro, slave trade time, and the nigger, and the and because of activism like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and then African American. We have passed through so many processes. And Malcolm X was killed because he was fighting for freedom for the black man. Martin Luther King was also assassinated. So what person who protected black intelligence? They kill you. Kennedy too, they killed him. Answer. Donald Trump now well one the time so now last year will be to be a fan so kakra bi will be
that's right.
shopping to
Yeah.
it's a racism. So so many things in China. That's why he's back. Well, he's the only president. Yeah, man, 33 indictments. You're taking the fingerprint. So a criminal. It means the American history that for presidential candidates. He's the only one. That is his record. No, you go back now. I'm not just making noise. Verifiable. He's the only president occupant of the White House or what 32 or 33 and felony, 33 felonies. We are criminal. Said and Bonnie what there, yeah, I be what you know in the money. It means see that. Are you telling me such a person? We're a human being. Is he a human being?
No, okay. All right then.
Einstein.
You still insisting say you have overwhelming evidence. I say there's no single good
evidence. Who's the young guy who for support will be any Prince Bombardier. I mean that guy Trump is the idol. Yeah, that's that's how they love him. So I don't like it, but that is how they've chosen to love him. That's fine.
All right then. Offer. Yeah, but that's it. Reflective Thursday na muni one. So
and Rana is free as here by now. So we say your main international airport, there are two Kotoka International Airport. Into your buy or honor, or prepare or listen the boots. Now I will lay paper in Parliament to start the processes of changing the name to Accra International Airport. And they assigned some good reasons. Accra International Airport was the original name until I think November 1969. And I'm saying 1967, on the 17th of April, there was an abortive coup d'etat. Yeah, and attempted to overthrow the NLC government. And no Kotokani a free fan, this sa 1 way 2 Kwame Nkrumah, a free fan, and Kotokano. And from National Liberation Council. Now, within 1 year, 24th February 66, into 17th April, and a young boy should be back here Fantini, back here Bruni, the Barcos, and the Barcos here Santini. So, one more free hope, and one more try to overthrow them. So, one more in doing that, and one Kutuka, and a Bruni boy and a friend Lieutenant Yabo, one who kum Kutuka, and will dump a body, and walk the 4 courts of this airport. Yeah, Pepe. Can you quite understand is your so and holding a soldier for them before they left office, handover at the election November 1969, Buzi Abe Prime Minister, and over here legislative instruments and ye name airport Accra Airport, in memory of Kotoka. Yeah, 1 or 2 Kwame Nkrumah, and I face airport in any Moana, you kuno in a coup d'etat. That is the only reason. And yes, we are Waya the Papa. And one said he was killed there. So that is the only reason. After 59 years, and penny for a Mahama and buying penny for Adrian, oh, Debbie. Sad discussion about a bar near Kanika Crave near the Atunche. A fain about the person will go through all the legal, constitutional processes to revert the name to its original, which is Accra International Airport. Full stop. If you say Kutuka now Rania and Ghana, so we are aiming to be the face of West Africa international hub. Until we need a name now. Say ye Kutuka free and you go back to Accra International Airport. That's all. But the Koya man who Ghana Hanona Afenyo Martins, he's the leader of the opposition in Parliament. He veered unnecessarily into racism. Say, oh, how they we are not doing this for Eubeni and Santini and Ukraine. No, we are just doing it. The airport was called Accra International Airport anyway. Kotoka they accidentally by accident. Why now? Because Kotoka free water region. Oh, we no our view what the
offer boy make a with history. Eti one decided say on meto Kotoka International Airport sa edin no. Reason for giving the airport that name no any say.
Okay, make you account what we said the right person. One we yes present day NPP for one grandfather, one godfathers, and one we sir. They were happy say Kotokano. One who two Kwame Nkrumah by before Kotokano. Na Yato Kwame Nkrumah himself was survived 9 assassination attempts on his life. Kumasi Kwaya Banis and Nkrumah, one man quite and one make Kumasi that. But for Kutul, maybe many who be. This is not something I read in a book. I lived through that generation. And you know, so when Kotoka and you're free fighting, sorry, with the aid of intelligence provided by CIA, you took Kwame Nkrumah. The beneficiary was the current NPP godfathers. And then so they were happy, obviously. And woman said that a free abemu, so therefore your handover, your 2 about so Buzia, and so once the NPP, one godfather. And they then agree, say, oh, Kotokano move the and United Airport also because why are they what you to your time focus here Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah, so that they try to honor somebody who
to the best of your knowledge, and that is the only reason. That is the reason why they named the place Kotoka International Airport. Yes, sir.
Now they are trying to gloss it over, say, you could know, but would name history. They Kotoka the team remove Nkrumah. Previously, no, woman JB Dankwa assassination attempt to kill Kwame Nkrumah to get rid of him. Woman team Kotoka then succeeded in 1966. And on Kotoka also, one year fortunately, and your team Kuno, our airport near Dumpo body airport anymore. So Papaya will boy no, young anyway for airport or entro.
Okay.
And I for 59 years. But
on offer. Until Epstein files here, you know, because documentation the NK. Is there any document I or no more? Actually, the reasons why they felt to say the name change.
Oh yeah, just if somebody want to be just a liar, you mean well documented. Yes. Well, as somebody none of them. Akwantufuo want me and Kasas he's as old as me, he's even older than me. Meaning they would be historians documented that Kotoka apart from so ye coup d'etat 66 no. You Kotoka he was a soldier. What would he be a proto and would to Kwame Nkrumah? That is his greatest achievement when he free flag. Apart from that,
okay.
They were members of the UGCC. A lawyer for Gold Coast. No, woman started the first political party. Say yeah, asking for independence for the Gold Coast. Woman a coffee Kwame Nkrumah, free UK, become the Secretary General. He said, yeah, you're fighting. And Kotoka has not done any such thing. What did you know? Say he was a tool you used to know to stop the Nkrumah regime, to truncate it. That's all.
Okay.
And
all
so,
right.
Okay,
document. Said you can ask you.
University of Ghana, the history department, they will say exactly all what I'm saying.
Just say you call her you be said you can say be a meeting in India.
There's no if, there's no but. Kotoka, his only work or Ghana said he led the coup in 24 February 1966. Full stop. That's nothing.
Okay.
You can't JB Dankwa, Dr. Buzia, you can say more, you can write a whole book. Kotoka just a lie. He did the coup d'etat 24 February against Kwame Nkrumah. That is all what he did. Just one line.
All right. Not a big line. You offer. Maybe they may have a different view. Maybe they are also looking at it from another angle. Why?
The evidence is overwhelming evidence is available.
Okay. And walk over home several times. Offer thank you. Yanko offer boy this way. Offer body. Etiminka. Edia and Bamazu. Offer body. Okay. And I'm called Joseph Abi, so Gamanche. Yes. Na Gamanche and Kebi. Ora Joseph Abi. Otime Kadia Bamaso. Gamanche. All right. Gamanche Entimika. We call Okonfo. Yes, Okonfo. Ansana Bibi. Debbie. Debbie. Isaac first. Isaac before Okonfo. Isaac. Fro earlier on. One no. My name is Robert Otime Kadia Bamaso.
Yeah, I don't say na me minya na volume na nya adwuma o me side ha.
Okay. Phone ben na use you.
Oh, the you see the tesu you ask no. Ana obi be say the tesu second iPhone.
Yeah, nipa wo wi ase ya na pass man. Why?
You know what beside me.
Na me busa me see phone ben na use you. Me use iPhone. Listen. Me use iPhone. Me use Samsung. Na fe the ewiase nyina te se net so ewiase nyina ne ho am. Ewiase nyina sometimes we create some segregation of Isaac. Uti. Yeah, we are problem making machines as human beings. We are problem making machines. I tell you, we are making unnecessary problems for ourselves. It's needless. This is just a typical example. Phone ben na we use. We are seeing phone ben once again. Phone ben na use. Phone ben na use. Question ben na absorb same. Busa.
Kwame despite ne Bugatti na wakoto no. So car ben no so no fit say Bugatti no and it so. Yeah, or David Bugatti and now David.
That's right.
No, on what can I say?
Don't compare what you are saying to what you said. You see, me wusa wo se de wiase nyina. Wo ye wiase nyina.
What's it?
Hello. Wo. Na so ono so kra ka se wiase nyina, ono ye wiase nyina.
Oh yeah.
No. You see. Sometimes now I decide not to argue on some of these things, right? Because sometimes we will on my over candy on into the young queen. What? And then reflective Thursday. And then I was on here reflective upon young queen. Why?
Oh, okay. And the question no, and best I can be. If I could rename it, yeah. And no, I'm a kind. I'm best I can name you. Meaning say, ya no me de almost support kutuka. Amo de omo yemu anka kutuka din na also. But omo so no mo preach hallelujah. Na so no omo nye de Yesu epe. Because mo say cool nye. Mo ya anom no UP4 MPP4 no omo say cool nye. Na say cool nye na so bia be ye cool. Ye fa cool leader edin enfento bebia eho ho nyina ba eho no modi ka esue no eho na efa obidin enfento ena me ka se kotuka America ha ana kotuka ti asimpo aka se ye boluki okunu kotuka na efrifa no so mo ti asia aka se eku omo because omo akosi treason because CIA ama ya ti se sa first no na omo kan na na ya yekom because obi ani the source no not knowing say CIA for ama ya ti say zankofo we no omo je bribe under the influence of CIA and omo de ye za cool no nya omo pe nya omo ahode na sa America ha na omo ye ti America ye nim because omo call Afghanistan ne omo leak information bi ma omo no ye do omo akoto mo bi mo ho ya sentence for life because omo aton omo man no se China na kotokan na Afrifa omo ho aka omo beku omo because so wo ton omo man ha wo ton omo ma broni unim ku na omo ye abrofo ma omo ye unim se na twin Ghana ko akire na sa nipa we no yet ho na so yemfa ni din no emfa to airport so na ya anom de ne omu defend it. But more one example, the same ya no ma mo ye MPP for no. So I party we no, we do omo che da bia sure over can for achro. 1992 Peter Alajeti NDC for Supreme Court for 31st December movement no. Omo celebrate the holiday no. Peter Alajeti MPP for NDC for so Obama side because I didn't cool yeah. I'm on the Supreme Court. Now, Okoto de no budget. Omoko Supreme Court no. Supreme Court buama MPP for internet Saturday first holiday no. Yen celebrate no. Hey, obi ba cool de ne ojitumu. Ojitumu say oh ne de MPP free ho. Na oh dear na because say FIFA ene kotokanom UP4 ntino omo de ende yemanem enda yemanenda airport no so nidinda airport no so sa nkofo we no nkofo bia ense entertain omo mpo na ense entertain ku leader bia because ya odi ku leaders na je say obia benya sa akonya no so onkoye ku se ku ya de pa adentina Akwantufuo azan ku na obumpo obia mpo anya ku azan na yede kwachichi nkofo no ede omutu mu Palmer one of omu cool leaders your back of Palmer Dr. Palmer Dr. Palmer yede no kwatu mu onu wu prison odin wu prison no se ku ya mufu aku so adentina omu anjai wo mu se munim se ku nye Kufuo obi de ne car ebe shia Kufuo ewo opa bia okwa airport opa bia junction no moka se o nipa no pese okun Kufuo ene ama ye chi ne tu mu efi se omon de omo fi se Ghana no ye omo kwa dia Ghana no e ye omo kwa dia because omo baye eyi no tama ye di Kufuo edin beto kotuka din beto airport no so no aye buzianom and a creative side, because omo te kotuka transfer sa kotuka transfer no omo sa nkofo no and almost just say yemfa buzia kotuka din ento airport no na ka obi a wa ye cool no on the yemfa the din to so
okay enti meba said me no for chum ebo nkomo no also you are of the strongest convictions the good reason for which ye nemu airport no Kotuka International Airport and say Kotuka be ku o view no na
yes because omo our do Kotuka because we too nkroma
na bio sa na omo ka kire wo say enunti ana omo de to so ana say o assume ya tra to
no me assume ay adie da ho na mama wo yi say Kotuka trust fund kogu anabisa wo MPP for ni bi omo nim no Kotuka trust fund no eho committee omo tie eho onim obi na omo ye omo vice president
okay enti mama musa we na yanko anim you okay. In your view no there wouldn't be any to you no any good reason apart from say obetu nkroma any good reason for which the airport should be named after him. Yes, sir. There's no good reason. Good reason behind it. Okay.
And make maybe some question kakra. See you to again.
Question by now
yeah. Okay. Edia eda Kotuka din eda airport no so no. And CIA for am ati ase say Kotuka no CIA for agent. Omo agiskai. It is kofo we omo aton woman no. To you no, yes say the nidin to Yeah, but this one.
Okay. All right then. A question out there to table no. If they can also express their views on that. Anything else you want to say? Na me nko Akwantufuo eso.
Apart from that, no DBB ebiom buy now.
You nyafa bibi ama sisi and then reflected Thursday it no. I me best half an hour it ne drew some mobile. Why? Definitely no. On bad address issues ama. Okay. Anyway, Akwantufuo. So what me kan Bamas wo
As I can see,
na wo call there.
I got them.
Good. Yo, anyway, the other to see it. What you know, so fine. And you also kept me uncle. Why?
Oh, okay. So you will say, "Fina bani na ADB." Inti radio. So me the margin. So kutoka ina ewo hosano. It's been there for a long time. Every day the beer wish say be changing, but ubia touching. I na kwa say you touch the wrong nerve. Rollins could have been a better person to do that, but because of his background as a military leader and maybe I know free no, who say Emra Mukum Kotokano, what's what TV flow so gakupe a mafia, chikata no so they have a little beef against the accounts because they feel say accounts and they decide they say they should eliminate Kotokantina ubia mpeso be touches Kotokano. We all know say you're wrong because when you be free play move ban what will be busa say mo airport no one the tour na and I could be the tour now kase kutoka nani pa ko busa question say na who is that man? What are you going to say? He's the man who overthrew the person who is the millennia a leader. You know, Kwame Nkrumah for 1,000 years he is one of the best African leader. Yeah, we're not going to get anybody like that. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these people, Steve Biko, all these people, no, Kwame Nkrumah is the top. For somebody to overthrow a man like that near the airport of Betono, I don't think it's a good, any good impression. Now, our airport is our first impression. It is a bit changing dinner. It's a good thing, in the right direction. And nobody other than Don Mama and OS which I'm so proud because Obi decide after marking the more they know say it's not the orient yet, but because they're political oriented, Obeya Benipa I can say well he's working. But we all know say Kotoka, for example, you took who shot a JFK. Can you name Uba as Lee Oswald? You cannot. What do you mean? You cannot be proud of Lee Oswald. Yeah, they never have a airport, baby. The person that shot JFK. You cannot do that. So in Tigana, no me no obi na kind of platforms. No maybe create my own. To have somebody like that. I've seen the people are revering this man. Who call what they saying? Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, Kwame Nkrumah's statues. These people took Kwame Nkrumah's statue down. So a champon main you the bay cool and he wanted to go and bring Kwame Nkrumah back. But who's our pet and started on by then destroy a champon. So a same pray a champon suffered under the hands of these people. We share quite the fast so gov we say me no can say the best democracy government which is in India. A champon the union government by okay. And so people like Nana Kufuor win one is see a for me. Hey, Opeso take control, Opeso you say, and activity, far allegations were corrupt and what the Kufato Bekoff, Jeben Sembri. And Kotoka the day. I think we should applaud. I did be a share cocoa, but you cannot say it. So, NDC say Obi has to be worried. NDC say worry because Kotoka say before any best bria ADC bank here, World Bank here, voter region. As also no what bypass it voting and walk out and tia but Tiana Kwana was here be change we MPP near what's your beef? So now me I couldn't say I don't know, they didn't have good they didn't have tough nerves as a senka Kwame Nkrumah straight. So what yes, I'm Kwame Nkrumah, but I don't know why I almost see Mfanya na Accra International Airport. Which me personally, sir, Accra International Airport, a bus system no check. First and say, oh, but to ticket, Google, say, we to ticket, and never go to international airport. Recently, no, Accra, no, ban, send a Kutuka, but into the system, no, ache. But they just haven't been able to tell Ghanaians, MIA accept it. I mean, because years ago, now you call Ghana near that, the Uber, so yeah, the trust why I said Kutuka international airport, but now, no. So, the same one, almost Accra, no, ba. So, it's a point in the right direction, Papa. Media, don't know. What else is new?
Okay, all right then. Mami Musa wu ogon fo safo.
Yes, of course.
So wife for Jeremy wa?
My wife for Ghana.
Ko Ghana. Asi ntize unkwa
Ghana something. Oba na me so ko. Yeah.
Na Emra who decide say over ware no. No, or a perfect human being ana.
My wife ana.
Was it my wife and then you can't wife and was my wife and
I said me perfect. Nobody is perfect.
She didn't who decided say over ware.
Maybe the last time what was it? Lumba send me by. No cry no him. And I started say, I'm glad you asked me this question. Or started say, well, no what legal if no na be church and man because say, Ebra, we could who Ghana. Papa, and Pompo be born to all. Now, I say a boy bear three, but I could born me sure seen him 2 pa baby with jaw knife. Papa, me feel some very as me mresada. Na Saturn na makwaku hu no foforo. Eti obeda me nchen and I don't know the papa yede. Ehuhu.
No, or the papa no board room. Who drew me? Wow.
Papa, I'm just saying this. I have to, because if you see a yare Lumba semi na mame medical says oh yare na win Obama no shewa. Very important. Na girl you bedam nchen she say na ade no kopaye. Won say popo hu no che ne paye. Ensu eba na very nasty. Na otiti ye ne ade. At that point, and I'm decided say me wale girl. At that particular point, so well, bia maybe who say we yare and as some two now we take good care of you. And a man who say oba no opel. And anya japadia when na ye. Papa show them what you say. And I japadia why. But one kasano who say onipa no care about you say you be too because mind you yen be man no you try no for free ma me no ho. The nest of motherhood and your wife and your mothers. We never stop being kids. We are always we will remain in Kwadasa see what me of a chumba age because you beko. Beme bia ya kwada or ya Emma Oba. It is a way no Oba man power. Now at a special baby at time we yari our one. So it tembiano media me say say we know about now we yari and I be two na so when show concern na just one tawasem. And that was the turning point of me deciding
all right. I'll marry my wife. And at that particular point, in as much as you were just appreciative of the good that your wife did for you, you will still say, if you had wanted to look at other things other than what you observed, that one second. Let me finish with the statement. Okay. You would have still gotten some reason as to why you wouldn't want to marry her. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So now I wasn't prepared.
No question to ask you. It's a question I see. You observe certain things about her when Pompo Bo to boss asena. So and then based on that, you said so she's a good woman. You want to marry her, right? And I mean, say if you had chosen to look at other areas of her life which were not pleasant to you, among other things, you would have still gotten reasons as to why you wouldn't want to marry her. Yes, sir.
Sir, the other area of her life, nobody will show you his or her bad side. Now,
if you had decided, say, you were going to dig, you were going to look
okay,
deeper
okay.
and find some.
saying,
And you would have gotten some reasons as to why you wouldn't want to marry her.
Yeah. I would have gotten some reason, but when in a
Okay. But you chose not to do that, Nessa.
So, it was something that I needed. It was somebody that I liked. But when you imagine say, no, this is the type of person that I need.
Okay.
And no because
Okay.
And I'm who say no, and those things has been there for almost 20-something years.
Oh, okay.
So and it's still there. Okay. Who say when you will be a nani bre adie. So what I say, on pet me more interested in her in me than the me my ye. Me see brand new house for me room wako Ghana. Uncle head down was we need time. Oba ben let's say sir. She say Dan Kwan say we set that we are almost 9 bedrooms. Was you on kokran wako he. So what I say, Oba bia and kope ho you kra kwaje. And fan. So these are some of the things I mean who say. And yes, and also say ebia we near you. And also na mama who say ampa. Whatever that I have, piano, I have to share with her.
Okay.
So, and he, it's a new man can get here. And he, I'm a lumba, same say, I am a bufu lady no pa seriously. Wife, you know.
Wow, okay.
We bufu the old wife no pa, which is something we can talk about, you know, because in Ipana, what do hono, what didn't hono. So when to me no after he's gone, near man with the queen. Okay. So
in your view, no? So do you feel say you have reasonable information, reasonable knowledge of Nyama Akoso between in the matters of Lumba and Akusia Sewane or Dobroni for you to have the kind of sentiments that you have towards a partner? Do you think you have enough?
Yes. Nyama Akoso no.
Sometimes at once, I don't know. Yeah, question. Yeah, a question. Answer. So answer no attempt. So so go school now. Oh exams are what kind of question back one out to boys answer no what.
Some in baby au fever.
Maybe may assume sir. You never know. You never know where I'm coming from. Me myself, I don't know where I'm coming from. So don't assume you know where I'm coming from, right? Me say, do you think you have reasonable information, enough info? Based on that, you know, we also I have such sentiments that you have towards a party in this case, Anna.
Whether I have information or not information, I mean information morally. For all these years I've spent in my life. Irrespective of what the person has done to you, you don't come and get this standing ovation like you did. You mean what I'm saying? I don't care. You don't need to come and get that standing ovation and start having dinner and suppers and with people that the person didn't like. That tells me say enipa entina yewua na ye ho ayehu no.
Hey, what's our fast and who from you? The people that he didn't like, you mean to say the people that Lumba didn't like, you know? Or ban so any kwan so like yes,
how can somebody Papa maybe and now I'm a kind of program. So if you touch my wife, if you touch my kids, I will defend them with the last atom of my energy. How can you sit down for somebody to diss your own child because of your ex-husband? Now, at the end of the day, because of say or no fighting for you until when you fine, the person is insulting your child. They insult your child because they think say your child has, drift away from who values kakako baby fronti umano omu dimini uma and you are happy with the third party. At the end of the day, the third party no papa no kuja no the rest the only property you have is your children. So enti se me wo ma na me ma ukudipti me ma temwa Sir, I won't talk to you. And I'm here with the whole now because I will support to me. Now the demon matter. I won't support you.
Okay.
That is very evil.
All right.
That is evil.
Yeah. There are several questions. My brother, I bring to memoir post what has he. Some any adofo akano. I'll be posting some questions to them in the background so they will be able to put these questions forward. Offer you my man is also. Let's see. Only briefly. 1 minute. Yeah, me comment. Offer you.
Thank you, sir. Now, may respond to Akwantufuo. Me share Lumba examples no the banana. Me sure say ye nyina yeti asem na see ye. Why? Dear me kakra me hu ya no say Lumba decided to relocate to Ghana. So obehwe no yare. Sambe no ne a European no e won kola enketo amiensa. Em say me sa ti kwase ne ba akokra atua no fo ano. Na unim abrochi. This time of year I walk winter any over juma is child minded. And yet them I mean ja or sister kola be trangana ha. Yeni awie university kwa yeni Johnny Frigana akotra bruchi eboye bra. How because of wopes of uba besho o yarenti me young sister kola me nsel nyani wati me trangana ha. It has never been addressed by anybody. Na akoye koka. Mama no so obeye adwuma. Any nema. Enti na me feel say ka Lumba mom and a creative problem. It could have been handled better, but woman and everything is too late. But you will be blame Akosia Sewana. Mean Tiasia because Wama Ukunuba intina Beman Bayana or a girlfriend. That's a Beman because of a musician, because I've been a hotel manager, meaning the lives woman in outside they mess about woman pay my baby and Madacra throw themselves at them. So that's what Sankano is responsible there. How many times the Lumba no free Ghana ha equals or surrounding matter? Serve 15, 17 years old to better and cry when you're or double nino. Mamino, ye or your bad time. What's the baby be a cola or your baby? Mamino, what didn't mammies or show all more Germany? Mamino, see it after I think what is 61. She's still working. Walk Juma, the child minder, who you know you require Juma, what the man could you be no from free school. These are all responsibilities. Yeah, of course, you say one in a year when you're Lumbano, one play any role for 17 years in the lives of the 3 children. Mamma in a year, of course, that's why mother and father and everything. What bread, a one address,
okay, all right then. Wafa, yeah, but that's it. You're also bringing in another angle. What I can say?
Yeah, Baba Smiley. What's up? I'm back.
And you are back in the day.
About you call me?
Now I call you now. You honor one. When you are Babedi La Neche, we are back into Yenjampuana.
The one who jump me, if I jump, I no good.
Who jump you?
The one
when we called you, were you there? If you were there, you would have been in queue, isn't it? Why you didn't?
Well, so I gave I gave my decision to somebody, and now that person should
go back.
All right. For the sake that you are in Ghana now, I'll let you talk, and then I'll go on to BB and Akreche. But I think after some takes over, and then I'll be on the road. And see, Abi, Yankwe, Bamaso. What I can say? Adolf, hey. Champion.
I think Aboboya is our transport system now.
Oh, so you did Aboboya inside.
Aboboya, the whole place is full of Aboboya.
No, are you in one of them?
No, I'm with Adolf.
Okay.
No,
I'm not in Aboboya.
But Aboboya are the very ones who have boarded that before. No, I'm see a mutinous did you.
People are using it as a business. You understand? But I think it is highly it creates a lot of transport chaos. You understand? And I think I've seen Ayalolo too, which is quite, posh. I think if a route like these casual routes, my option for transport for, let's say, these trunk ways, Accra Kaswa, Accra Malap, Accra Achimota, Accra maybe Ufanko, maybe the main areas. Last time I went to Kumasi, I saw this train system which was working, intercity sort of train, which was nice. And Papa Smiley is something we can use our solar energy to do. And I think in the long run, the cost benefit will be worth it. You understand? But it's like that is not where our thinking is. At the same time, I'm in a place now where structure is causing a whole lot of havoc. And I see this structure as an eyesore. You understand? We should have a policy, maybe 10, 15 years time, we have phased out these structures because it's an eyesore. That is why our road network is not even working. Because these structural drivers are driving on roads, sections of roads which they are not supposed to. You understand? But I don't know, the people managing us, I don't know how they think. Our roads don't last because the truckers, they don't care. If it is gutters, they cross over the gutter, they cause traffic, they stop everywhere just to pick passengers. And people will say, oh, let's do bus stops. And the people don't regard bus stops because they are just proliferated in the system. A decent transport policy like Ayalolo, like what? That can bring some sort of decency. But that is not what they are thinking. The people who manage us, I don't know their frame of reference, their level of enlightenment, I don't know. And Papa Smiley, at the beginning you said, oh, when we come here, it's like we want to show off, we want to boss over them. Papa Smiley, that is not the case. Oh. You understand? You presented the thing in such a way that...
One second. Adolf,
yeah. Adolf is driving.
Adolf
is driving.
What made you say Abe Mfana Bruch na mfamo Ghana? What made you say that? What made you say Abe Mfana Bruch na mfamo Ghana? What made you say that?
Actually, I said that because everything Abe sees here, as if it's in negative form. But things are improving gradually. And we are doing what we can. The resources here, they are using it. To me, they are now using it effectively as far as we know. Judging it from the previous times. But Abe is not seeing anything positive in what is going on. So Abe is stay in London where there are good roads and everything. And we will stay here. Thank you, sir. Connected.
Okay, I see. Now, Mami Musa, to you, no, in your own feeling, no, was there a better way and ko person or can be about Ghana HTW or can a sang better akumasum for you to listen to him and out of way. Hey, oh, Mammy Adolf on Casa home you too. Let me talk to Adolf.
The thing Adolf is driving, so when he was giving it to me, he just cut.
I wanted to talk to Adolf very, very well on this one. But anyway,
Adolf is driving.
Okay,
we are driving
okay.
On the
You carry on driving. You. Some more.
Why are you laughing?
Sam.
Made a speaker, but when not to speaker.
Funny to speaker. Now,
I don't speak already.
And I know one way or the other. Sam can carry on with the line of questioning.
Okay.
I
love that question.
Okay, all right. Then Sam, follow the line, the tangent. Na no monkomo. Why? Follow the tangent.
Sam is this Sam there? I'll take him to Cape Wireless. So, if Sam doesn't talk, I'll come to America and drag him to Bubuashi, Cape Wireless.
Yeah, ne Adolf na kasa abe empire home. You know, if we pictured him, you be Adolf. Adolf, what you can?
Adolf is driving, Sam. Adolf is driving.
Oh my God! All right. So Abe, anyway, the same question now. Papa Smiley bisa Mr. Adolf.
Adolf.
Me putting it this way to you. Me putting it this way to you. Perhaps so. You bisa Adolf now. So they be in a negative way. So one kasano. Do you think there is a way you can probably present your view to him that maybe he will be receptive of it? Our own control say, cover approach. Now, almost some form of Ghana. Do you think there's another way you could probably present your view or the things you're observing to him that maybe he can understand where you're coming from?
Sam, you see, me, I believe in excellence. Do you understand? My as far as managing Ghana is concerned, my wish and my expectation is that we work towards making Ghana excellent. Do you understand? Or making Ghana or managing Ghana very, very, very well. Maybe excellence is too high a target for us to achieve, but managing Ghana very, very well. But that is not what we are seeing. That is not what we are experiencing.
Abe, this is what someone say. Abe, tobo.
Yeah.
Excellence now, Kano. I think the majority of people know will agree with you. We all want that excellence too. By some, if it's Mr. Adolf now, Kano, I'll say it's not there yet, but at least there's progress. And my point is that excellence must start from somewhere. You don't just get up and reach excellence. I'm sure back in the 70s or 60s or 50s or however many years ago, the UK wasn't what it used to be today. They started from somewhere. So if there is a progress in the right direction, can you get behind that and, push it towards where it's going? Can you get behind the progress that is happening? Because as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we're not going to get there now with this administration, now with the next one, probably not for another 4 or 5 administration. But if we continue on this path now, perhaps we will get there. Or you don't see the progress at all. That's the case. Is it a matter that you don't see the progress?
Okay. Yeah, but Sam, look, how many years did it take even China to turn themselves around? How many years did it take Singapore to turn itself around? Do you understand? These are some of the things we should benchmark ourselves against. And we are even more resourceful than Singapore. But they were able to turn themselves around, even Indonesia, Malaysia, and things. Do you understand? They were able to turn themselves around in a short time. Look, we are parked somewhere where gutters, so major road, gutters are all choked. This particular gutter, which is choked, which is sealed, a year ago when I came, they've given it to a contractor. Do you understand? A year ago, they've given it to a contractor. And I told this same Adolf that if you look at the quality of, tools they are using to do this work, it will not go anywhere. Less than a year ago, here I am, the same thing. Sam, how do you achieve excellence with this? How? Do you understand? But when you are inside the thing, when you are inside it, you don't see it. You don't see the difference. But me, I have a friend. His favorite book is Aikwe Ama's Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born by Aikwe Ama. Aikwe Ama is a Ghanaian. He wrote that book. He's in the class of James Igunji, Watiogo, this man, Things Fall Apart man, Chinua Achebe and the rest. Aikwe Ama doesn't come to Ghana. where Ayikuyama will go around the outskirts of Ghana, he will prefer to go to Ivory Coast or Togo than to Ghana. He said he doesn't want to come to Ghana. And his principle is the bringer of unwanted lights. The people say, no, we don't want your light. Take it. These things, I think Ayikuyama gets so annoyed. He doesn't want to because we don't want change. But the same people who don't want change, the leaders, Akufo-Addo's, Mames, and so on, when they go outside, they enjoy the nice things. People who strive for excellence. Sam, this is your manga thing. Why has it been calling us shitholes? Why? Have you asked yourself? Why has it been calling us shitholes? Exactly what I'm complaining about. We don't strive for excellence. All what we see is what we have. We don't think beyond that. You understand? I feel so sad where I'm parked now, looking at what happened a year ago, almost a year ago, what I'm seeing now. And that is across the board. They award contract to cronies. They award contract to people who have no clue what construction or what they are doing is about. And they give this in it. And none of keep telling us things are improving. What are improving?
Yo, Abe,
This gutter?
try to come
Or
to a
this
halt
road?
for us. That man,
And Papa Smiley, then he ran away. What Papa Smiley was saying at the beginning is, when we come, we want to impose ourselves on them. I'm not imposing anything. I will not waste my time educating an adult. Look,
okay.
3 days ago, Monday, out of office here. Monday when I went to MTN office to cause that commotion. Today we went there. The queue is not there. There is no queue anymore. You understand? Where they used to make people queue, now they are letting their agents sit there. So the customers are enjoying what customer service is supposed to be because of the commotion I did on that day. You understand? Today I went to MTN office. And it's not a Bojo office. So Westmore Hills MTN office. That is where this rubbish was going on. You understand? We don't demand accountability from the people. We don't demand it from them. So the teacher, somebody wants to serve you as if he's helping you. He's doing you a favor. Come on. They are using my money to pay you.
That's it, Abe.
Okay. Yeah. So those who feel this rubbish we are in is an improvement, they can enjoy it. You understand? You come and see rubbish and say Ghana is nice, so I don't want to go back. Rubbish, nonsense.
All right. I'm in mute too.
Okay.
All right. Abe, you better was it. And thank you for sharing the first-hand experience, our experience, And again, what kind of thing to China, Singapore, those days, it didn't take them long. But I think so one thing we seem to forget all the time, and they say, I'm not sure exactly when things turn around for China or when they started. Like perhaps back then, the world has changed. Like the Queen these days, can be a prince account. Everybody have access to information easily. The idea anka maybe back in the day, it would take you 2-3 years to do. Maybe it would take you 5-10 years for many reasons. That perhaps I don't know all of them. Financially or just communicating to people. So the world have changed. So maybe I'm almost fast. Within back then, it was a different circumstances. Plus, see China, it's as if it's, I don't know, like authoritarian government. So it's like the almost kind of and one being challenging. But here we are, you say you're practicing democracy. Everybody have a saying. People are challenging you. So you're consistently fighting somebody to make the right move or to make a move, I should say. So don't forget that. And second, you also you have to try to meet people where they are, right? I was trying to make the point to you, perhaps you know better or whatever, by if you're not and Dranimika, he's okay with it. He see things improving. That even if the clock moves just an inch in Pokra, or when you say the move, so perhaps you should try to take the time to meet them where they are. Try to understand them. Try to get to know them. According to say what could feel business now. It means sorry and share business now. Say you have to get to know the people you'll be dealing with. And once you understand their mindset and where they're coming from now, perhaps you see things differently as well, and you'll be able to have the right approach. And because at the end of the day, you know, at least I expect to say, yeah, we can at least make a small change in the way they think, the way they view things. And you know, if you're able to do that with, let's say, with Mr. Adolf, now, maybe honest with me, I'm gonna be so like it from a different point of view. So try to understand what I'm saying, like meet people where they are so you can engage them better. Next idea, like giddy all the time. See. Anyway, Makasa check. I think say assuming ko Bibi so. Bibi wa ha.
Yeah, so
Bibi, Bamaso.
I drink a say,
Bibi awa call there.
please start out my people. Now, so
Yɛda Nyame ase. Me a na kora me baa
thanks.
nkyɛn nti menim adeɛ pɔtee da hɔ no by na sɛ reflective Thursday nti sɛ wabɛhyɛ wakyɛ ne sɛ anaasɛ baabi a ɔde yɛbɛfa bi a yɛtie wo.
Okay, that's me church will be as I think so. Send your engine. National development will be from different angles. Say Ghana economy, but suppose India buying be change and as a member economy near Samba, Yasamba baby. Because a choir definitely a choir best. You may be a young Confucian or near the other. So, but there are so many. Let me start from this side. Sir, airport, yeah, ecosystem. If you mean me, who is a useless thing? Was a almost yeah, spending time and money and other things to do. So useless because there are thousands of things. Parliament, you know, is what we transit. Parliament, we start here. Yen kai kai ho e de ba de pa enema ben no madwene ho enema madwene ho nyina is about themselves budgets they are spending who gain political points, right? Kotoka na wo no Kotoka see a friend airport koto really one vote for MPP and really one vote for NDC. Oh, ade bi o ha they didn't name me so Wakum Kroma. Even class people say I then I'm a friend of ono na otu Nkrumah edo krampo ono a say nipa boni ni a bibi ebata ni bi ho but to me you know see a change no say ja ye to me na mama wo de dem pepper bi a mo fanye so they say wo pe de say na Ghana na tie because it will not do anything at the end of no say they na yi kan obo a akra na na show. And we here say the bill come to parliament, choka. Abobo ya see I walk Ghana be will be for me. We have regulation for these people. So what Ghana, I'm a obi omudi be a chuka pa. You need regulation for them. Abroche with truck driving. And Chronicle School said you will be nursing school. Who can, but Embra or home. When you wait, men for wait, put me for near mamma and broso wait law. Who can now take measures you go to? You have to do everything. Embra da home. Taxi driver, Embra da home. Who bet me say, who to me say. Yet you bet to be Pia Manasa. Yet Ghana. Yes, Ijatoha, fire service near Broom. When is the parliament going to sit down and think about this issue? talk about this issue. When you issue I did bill go to parliament, I spending time. Now you can't want them. Who be changing no. Who changing is what man more. Sometimes and you might be even maybe what history behind, it was story behind. It's best. Over call town be now. Yeah, statue be as you will be in a crime. You ask, there is a story behind it. A story behind a story. You be statues near this your. Now the no. Oh, unko yes ana. Adia no ya dia tunu da another ho da. Unko yes ana. Akwa say obi awu a yasie na ukotu ni funu. You are causing pain to people. Let it be. Let it be. MPP na NDC na when na very when na CP ni. That's political motive. Would you co change this idea? Who say sabi na utwa to obi nso be bi na obi koye bi a wo be su o ya say because we say we are NDC JJ was also a coup. Some people were killed. Enti me kran ka me pa a free from wo mu nyina champion ye ni obi a po say a champion ye de we ato no anase a statue bi si ha. Very necessary. Some confounding in our here. We need their status. We need something to tell the story. Story here. Obituary the book. Yes, sorry, a wolf and a book never. Don't draw there. Where can it be? And a way can it be a candidate? Not Papa Smiley, because I say. And do you have documented say anything at the tone? Obiazi document be a crime. Obia number. So we need that story. You say confounding I say yeah day. Last I saw a friend say one school a Ibia. Sako to Kai, Uko almost Bema come school be high, ya the atono. Bema come school be and almost a friend to cast something. So win here. At the end of regular parliament, no. But the real most some confusion is so serious. Because there are thousands of issues. Make regulation for these people. Up to now, you sunlight in Accra. You sunlight in things here per car, coffee. Now, traffic. The beer for who comes to a traffic near the other. Sunday morning in a nippon at transit grace of you. Na parliament the beer so yan kasa and for Oman Kaza for market Yanwa. Yanga yan elections yan to Yabato, Yanni majority free or Yava minority bra. Says that Omudia, a dear be a mobile guinea beer is about them. But there are thousands of issues about the nations. I was here more transit. Brainstorm. The emphasis solution in nation or Omoneta. We are there, you work out to 90 know how many days anybody moon changing, moon changing. How many days? And as I do, just move changing that changing. Ain't necessary be I don't know. Politicians they take us for granted. There's issues, there are issues. Oh, there are a people have been I trying to say. The fact I say, yeah, you down. But there are issues and never be regulations be and never be as here to talk. Oh, at the end of the say, who call up till now, you say, who call hospital, Koyikat. Up till now, why people are cry. The whole day, which must spend the whole day in the bank. There are issues I we see it insignificant. But a woman any power brabum moto. You save time, you save energy, you save a lot of things. But sometimes if you find yourself just say for open question frustration. No, Ghana, how sometimes we go issue. At the end, it should be an issue, not an issue. Unnecessary queue. Unless just say, Obi Timisi see kwan bi so a wotwa ho ba bi antwa. If you try to solve that issue now, a better cost more money than the Nippon issue, you know. No Jamanafa. But we should have some regulation be we say Yamfafa, we say Edebafa, we say Ebefa. But all these parliamentarians don't almost here. Make them more parents like what I say, with the minimum class of me say Scaba parliament. And for so better or a dear bad pan or more mind. A dear bad pan or more mind. Muna anza modwene na modin ye magu akwan kama. Mo sorry ye ko change airport. Ye ko ye say it is a me timi who am I do. First service ye issue a lot of time. This year market ashikra asemwa. Every president they ruled accident. 88 million ye baby. See no kwan. Send conform be ye bi won conform minds. Na ye da bia support you. Ye Kotoka wo a e na be ye. You create issue unnecessary. One more a champion munina. We need your statue. Who is the first government chair? Obedi. Your friend said the first government chair. Obedi ya kunyao ekran. We need statues. We need those people. So ya papa one ya papa. Now uko criticize we ya. Uno ya di beto. Ya di beto obi so be change no. Never yode. It is not necessary. Let it be. See the amana. Let it be. Yes, the more the yamo muniko. Then the can yamo home. Why are there you people now one wife? It will not win one vote for anybody. Let it be. Oh, am I not yet to change? Yes, sit down, wow. Regulations is winning, never be winning. More show. Oh, politician, more I'm on my fire for granted. Sammy.
Yeah, yeah, Charlie, Vivi, Medawasi, and before Pokra can be first of all, Abe, I forgot to mention this. I don't want you to misunderstand the point that I'm trying to make. I mean, at least I would say, see, I appreciate at the rate where you think progress should be made, I appreciate it, but it looks like that's not what's happening. And see, you find a balance between the two. Perhaps when you say BI, we're moving like turtles and you want us to move like horses. So since you try to find a way to meet it, so I appreciate where you're coming from, how you see it, and you want things to move. In a perfect world, I'm sure seeing a penisa and one. But so I don't want you to think, say, nobody. I'm now recognizing your point. I see your point, and it's appreciated. Now, Bibi, I agree with you. I don't know why. Like, I was trying to reflect, and it maybe mean a meaning. Maybe a prince never be about betting a kai maybe. I don't remember the last time I see a parliamentarians, normal control this law and as someone enacted this rule is going to create XYZ job. Enacted this law is going to protect the people. It's always anytime I bet you on Cambiano, it's these kind of things like these debates. So Dano Prince Bekai and then answer Prince Bekai sir, assume when Michelle and Bisa the same thing. Is there any cost involved? And obviously there is some cost involved. Perhaps it's not much, but we have to prioritize ourselves. Is this something Bukrai to say you prioritize it right now, never be an issue? What like it should be at the back, in my opinion at least, it should be at the bottom of the bucket because now soft no comfort can last time no also go on pokre do or cry airport never and back as kotoka so and send BB kind changing it right now it doesn't win anybody votes the average Ghanaian because I don't think say it makes any changes in their life like use your time wisely there are better issues to be debated I don't know as Gracia I did debating it so nkurɔfoɔ that so who hospital are not nya baby in that are they debating how to improve this life are they debating how to create jobs or help the private sector create jobs to help the youth so these are I would think say these are should be the priorities that we should look at and it's going to be the kind of yes you see that you see roads those are huge those are big things which is good but there should be regulations to patrol the people there should be regulations that so Nkokobongo say and then so to say like there should be more than that and see abe yet to can I say and baby I agree with you but anyway I'll try to stop commenting on everybody's thing I'm taking most of the time Prince by myself
Okay. Later on, may your question be with a wakasachi. I won't stop your try.
yeah for with them Mr. my Prince in here
Later.
we are
Oh yeah.
with a question
Later.
at him with us
Don't worry.
Prince
Hmm.
I'm just a Prince I busy there now for a middle question at him because
Yeah. Me
yeah,
she said woka and I mean you are BB so I can't be and or conference kind. Say when you buy your ticket, which is true. You know, I travel a lot. If we London and bar. When I'm traveling from London on KLM, the ticket in here, it depends on the country. I thought London Heathrow Airport, stopping over at Amsterdam. Yeah, they printed on Amsterdam, and then Accra. They don't use the Schiphol Airport Amsterdam, but they don't say Kotoka Airport in Ghana. They just say Accra, ACCRA. And Amsterdam. So Amsterdam. But the airport in Amsterdam is called Schiphol. So I think the albino person was for other reasons, not necessarily say what must is that. If you know my example say because several times I traveled to on KLM. It shows on my ticket Amsterdam. But the airport name is not mentioned. It says Schiphol. And Accra Airport is called Kotoka Airport. They don't say KIA. It's Accra. For years, thousands of years, my trouble will be beginning. That is what I want to say. But yeah,
no, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the clarification. You know, like material opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, material opportunity. It says
Yeah.
Accra.
More America. So when you travel data, this is JFK. They mentioned JFK. So you can say just JFK. And also airport. And for American Airlines, you see Washington. You can say Washington. I don't think it will show a Dulles Airport. So Microano. I think they are buying person so equal to country so for other reasons, not necessarily say Accra. Anyway,
I'm sure say we can prioritize things better. Yeah, Prince Bamaso.
I don't guess na pome.
Yes, sir. The more also.
Yo, that's be.
Yeah, shots of the tower thing with the football and one at once.
Yo, me that's it. Yo, any you bet ya enuanum nyina ewo se ne zo mekan ye ho na ye di dwuma na ye reflective Thursday na member chance ye de boja ye nso ahyehye so. Etino me di kan na be say me kan about a year koko ho asem. Let me say and I miss when I just said the bia beto say koko bro no. I say me nka ho asem. Na on say sadi maka say ya ni yen kenkan no ma sa yi koko azi mede abeto say nye na ye be 2 weeks ni e ba Akwantufuo platforms na me de ataka beto de ntia abasa na ni nyina ne say yen maybe say me kai bibi cocoa for farmer na asem ne ba na okọ program in Shira FM Kroyi Monsem one Berima Kopi Dawson na cocoa farmer ne pen kebedu na all kabat or ye cocoa farmer all kabat situation na asema cocoa farmer can say approximately 30% of cocoa being sold to purchasing clerks have not been paid for, forcing many farmers to sell their farms to illegal gold miners because of financial hardship, he said. Approximately 30% of cocoa beans sold to purchasing clerks. Not just say, or how much 30% out of 100, and farmer neka say, or more than sold to purchasing clerk, you try 7% if you. Na on say debiano says how they be ba one more field in there, baby or mutom cocoa no any baby or some kojumsika. Na ebasa no na cocoa board enso bechem di ntia abasa. Omo head of public affairs yefene Jeremy Sam or by say Cocoa Board is aware of the concerns but clarified that the board does not buy cocoa beans directly from farmers. Instead, he explained that international off-takers providing funding for cocoa purchases, which Cocoa Board then channels to licensed buying companies. We are surprised cocoa farmers have been complaining about non-payment since last year. All licensed buying companies that sold cocoa to off-taker under Cocoa Board contracts receive their payments. He noted that some licensed buying companies do not have international off-takers and therefore rely on their own resources to purchase cocoa beans, a situation he believes may be responsible for the delays being experienced by some farmers. Mr. Sam assured farmers that Cocoa Board is engaging the relevant stakeholders to resolve this issue, stressing that the welfare of cocoa farmers remains a top priority for the board. Asama ye Kenyan say, some cocoa farmers, say a year cocoa muton koma pub, purchasing purchasing clerk for no, license buying companies no. Say they see cocoa catch for no. Yintri moka. Ena Cocoa Board or that cocoa nyina kajen say omo na enye Cocoa Board omo nton cocoa directly entry farmers no. So omo nton cocoa beans directly the domo say ye wo bibi say bia Cargill ye the Hershey's e bia Cadbury no omo nya cocoa no eti so mo nya cocoa na no discount cocoa purchase can say mo koto cocoa no na ye betwa oka enti wona was our arrangement na licensed buying companies na was our international off-take say Cargill no there omo no Cargill upon is international omo discount ma license purchase upon akoto cocoa no ama enti we no there was some licensed buying companies omo ni sa Cargill ni sa big companies ni sika no ebi enti omo apese omo dem sika ye de ekoto eno ntina omo ni say sika no omo akọji cocoa every farmers no na omo timi ntwa cocoa farmers no na emo obi bia owo oton cocoa ma license buying company sa license buying companies no owo heavyweight companies international heavyweight companies Cargill mo omo discount brand omo twa cocoa nka enti wo hwe cocoa farmer na anka say 70% of farmers omo ton cocoa ni ntwam ko 30%. And a cocoa bonds which say 30% no more than like you say all na any sa arrangement no and it's na basaba all the same no omo behwe amane yi enti we ni na boha ben na ewo mu wa bechire mu sese ye sa say 70% na ye ntwe omuka and 30% ye ntwe omuka wa chire mu and say uko all the news portal license buying companies o ma bechire a confirm the Cocoa Board na ikano so one night what under sa arrangement
Wait, Prince, sorry, Prince. Me person follow ni enti. Enya buying net talk cocoa na emo nipa say Hershey company ni amount say be a war Prince because of war koto cocoa no.
so that's it
Enti just wo wow. Say no ni sika na beto cocoa no. And it just on to be.
enti license buying company no omakoji cocoa no enso mu twa ye one any obu a say me ankasa me ma de independent license bank ko ko cocoa no waji cocoa so ntwa you know ene ye wo so a omunni enza say omunni scan so omunni say de o kan omunni back esa omubo on so akwai say policy ke say financial party financier say me MPP na mo party financier MPP ni be de be convince ntwa delegate be ke ntwa de ka but say we ye content kra wo si na make me and me
Into
consume
Semitawasi, Cocoa Tono, like a buying is not involved in any
or you
aspect
boss
of it.
or oversight or your oversight say and I make us oversight say also say cocoa industry no baby continue okoji loan na ye koji more important no say be okoto fertilizer okoto inputs okoto seedlings proper ye no ye research ni sa no mano so any sa no mano so shall say Cocoa Board does not buy cocoa beans directly from farmers. Instead, it is meant that international off-takers provide funding for cocoa purchases, which Cocoa Board then channels to license buying companies. So it is kind of makoji silo or the comma a koji kagediana, not the license buying companies. You say mokoto cocoa na munchia. It will cocoa license buying company or money Cocoa Board a deal with that international idea or much cocoa elika. By your license a you or media pay. Low na Cocoa Board I free cargo no into me and me content cometria Cocoa Board ponaka. And say Cocoa Board a oversight also or say sa license buying companies na omakoji ekuyafo cocoa no munche no onu mbedili eno na man ka say sisi na dey omo behwe ama bibia e de atoyi or say Cocoa Board is engaging the relevant stakeholders to resolve the issue, stressing that the welfare of cocoa farmers remain a top priority for the board. It we know say lapses na abemu. So that's because license buying company no we say Sam ye be a powerful man metriaka untra kadia and the government body or in charge of sadia no also say why you dream be because why you cocoa obi cocoa untra kadia and a fraud into say police ni bem na Cocoa Board or report it sa license company na so we seize your licenses na wo ye ade ne de ne wo mukem so sanity it you share
Has it always been, has this always been the arrangement, like since Kojo told, like since whatever time, no? This has always been the arrangement. And I say, on them bachelor, like, has this always been how I almost turn cocoa, no? And I say, this is something new that was introduced.
Yes, a good question. It could be say a new and I say a idea or so it be and a few people from time and people want to idea you name because I ban be aba or the policy never. So what say this year a year cocoa cotono. Once they be uncoji 1 point they ka a cocoa syndicated loan. I buy we so uncoji and can uncoji 1.2 billion. This year koji 500 million because of this year now you save sikana ye koji no. So saving ye fund ye ankasa ye home, which is good. So because we 1.2 billion na eto de be cocoa kra no cause ye je ansa na ye use kana ansa na cocoa kra so by ebia na season so na ye nso antoto na bibia ye after na abaya asodi amaye ene ya ton cocoa be over 100 years and that 1990 service ka na ye ankasa ye impande go say we say seke ye wusika nka off tickets for him embemo ka we ene be direct no Cocoa Board no no sika wadama licenses buying company say monje na mo ntwa ayi for ne ka because at the end of the day no sika mudi mic ya phone cities na mutwa muka na se muji ni nyina area na se card so twa on twa dollars nti aban de kitwa kwaji kese or the cities na ma wo ba wo akoto on dollars enu nti no se timi service Cocoa Board o timi service kan o service ka kwa 10 years kwa na ke ya nka se bit ma pande so that's it but we there say them can international off takers no hedge is was be pay be 2,000 tons of cocoa and any the second the what the Cocoa Board na Cocoa Board so the licenses for no no dey quick crash no enti cocoa industry no be brain na wo ma entwe license for na even cocoa catch no omo na ebu cocoa farmers ne papa hwe omo scale omo use scale maybe 25 a year the bag maybe kilos no oma just scale na I content 10 it would be shegu bottom one one cocoa for some nyansa when you say ade mi di go ma akobe say 30 kilos but adeɛ no ntumi ndu 25 nti sɛ ɔmo de kɔ wie a ansa na ɔmo asa de kɔ warehouse na ɔmo age ɔhɔ de ɔmo twi proper scale no na ɔmo asesa no nyinaa so nti ɔmo nya extra saa kwasesɛm nyinaa nti na ma West Africa Cocoa Board na yɛhyɛ ase ɛtama ni ayi kwabena bɔne ɛne kɔfa saa nsɛm nyinaa baa yɛ 1948 ɛyi nya na ɛka ho ɛne awamfoɔ no enti Kwame Nkrumah time no ɛna ɔsisi deɛ ɔbɛ nationalize cocoa no na ka cocoa no na ɛte sɛ deɛ wokɔtɔ bɔdeɛ wobɛtumi atɔ ama obiara ba saa kwasesɛm ne esisi cocoa farmers no nti no ɛna Nkrumah sɛ men nationalize cocoa no sɛ yɛnti cocoa farmer no idea no ye protect cocoa farmer no ne am guarantee price ye ma obiara nkɔtɔ no bebi na yakosisi woni mrofo no nkodeli na direct na yakosisi but aban no bɛyɛ middleman sɛ wukoko no ɔtɔ a ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ aban you know international for no etua woka but say cocoa board na ɛwɔ no ɔma take advantage the idea Nkrumah de ban no ɔma di it won't say DBA yɛhyɛ ase abibi kam ɔbɛ yɛ DBT it says cocoa board no so no wasa be enemy say the cocoa farmer no or fighting against international for no or fighting against cocoa country for no and or fighting against cocoa board no so oversight it was a cocoa board it me hwe immediately say license company na omakoji cocoa for no e omuntua aka no omunhwe kwan be bia say wo na wo agreement no ni agreement no wa so obetima hwe ho dia ene ehwe say oto for de or say utua na yi ni kama no na
Then say Prince I busy. On mute. Prince, what's up?
okay mama come last week ain't no
Prince,
na
before I come last one, sorry, me try something for but at the same time. Me fancy Hershey, right? Omo peko ko na omo di sika no ma aban. And
say
sana mo
ni
yɛ no.
na ka you know cocoa syndicated loan so that's it
Nti omo de ma aban na aban no so de akwa ma te sɛ omo license na omo
Oma
akwa to
purchase
nyesa.
claims for no ha aha
Nti mame bisa wo adan ntine ene ye kɔ yɛ nim no sɛ omo wɔ star license na omo ne akurofo no ndi ne yi a adan na aban no nyi omo mfiri hɔ no mo ne aban na te sɛ cocoa shell no because me guys me ya kwala wo kra ne cocoa shell na aban na
yes
directly no and tom free farmer ne ho no on cut out that middleman no to
exactly
avoid all
that's it
these
all
problems,
same thing here ka say lapses na make am say sisi ana first of all sa cocoa syndicated loan 1.2 billion no aban say last year and 2 years when you can say identity na cocoa bon timi service because I kohwesem wuton cocoa bi wuji usika ngansa na yeton cocoa no nti utimi sebi rainy day wudi ska to no but sisi aban say ukoji 5 million even say you save be 6 and something nti aban per say enkakan akwese quote no wuntimi nyina wo be say ye import substitution e bia ahwede ne pa ahwede ntimi ndua ne nyina sisi ya because nkofo be say wo ahwede nti ebe kaka ne be wi ne ye ho ko sisi ye betima produce na ahwede ya ye import nti sisi ebe du mebi a cocoa board no onkoji obi abesia ye betima se bi na pa na afi no se de wo ka no the entire pages like no one say ye create jobs among ye Ghana for no ye create jobs among akwai say ade nka bit my directly no bozo ye pa middleman for akwai say petrol ye bu who say some state wo abochira one obu petrol meboa ba oba ye east coast wa oba Connecticut to New York na or say ye bu petrol ma ye create jobs so the Ghana ye na just imagine say go uko ya na driver na go petrol hwe jobs e be lucy enti purchase clerk de omo say omutimi omo ye Ghana puntimi nye foreign na be purchase clerk ye pe cocoa catch for omo hop be over 100 years but the only thing is say or say cocoa board no oversight na stronger and more
stronger.
equipment Ghana Standard
Matawase,
Board Ghana
that
Standard
makes
Board no
sense.
omo na ye measuring unit no pros you know omo na so we say we skinny na correct hwese
Correct.
wako na nkwase for ho ye maame ne ye chitam ne ye yirim koto na twinam £1 no wa agye skin e Ghana Standard Board adwuma also na measure unit no but omo measure ye fe bibi olonka will be the cement esim wo the cement is no hwe gare go na mo ni agye enso volume no what so be 30%. So enti no say we have all the institutions so enti akate kakran say ye bitima ye more efficient e bi bo adwuma pa food and drug boss na play critical role be wo ma bu say yes we dey akofra we dey akofra we dey ye ba na e ku kura ne sa no man na nti no tell you can e good. I believe said police na urban no so mutumi ho yi na time will come they might not even need the purchase class so mu say bia na yet makofa university for no say a national service you training one course you agree union agree colleges no and all the regions no mon call ye purchase class na ti ye be kokunu say seasonal main one your main one no and your minor one no harvest no iti main one ni do a ometumi append time ye national service no omako especially agree for no mon na mon call ye purchase class na ye standardized weighing scale ye de tag aba ho a obi ntimi pa ne de mbɛ nti ye hu sɛ wa manipulating na trigger and it's be digital and smart the skill ni nya say kutugu ni nya digital smart skill a wodi susu na say yes yes who reduce and our just skill na trigger say who are just skill no so that's here because idea di ti kokobo no say no the yes no and kroma nyanse no or say cocoa ne the backbone because they say the farmer na enti the cocoa ni din ba ko ni the brown gold cocoa ni din no the brown gold ntimi ko ye ekua me say ye wo about 30 acres of cocoa and cocoa enye easy capital intensive kafo fertilizer beto kafo no wo be wie apafo nso to bia ye dominant che ntimi nye ni nyina so nso nye ni die bi wo chemu be miensa na yipo no na ye na in Africa na ye hu sa agriculture say sika wo ba buchira ahwe coffee wo ko South America coffee na ebusua no ebia ye billionaire it is happen na me na no waye kuku no be 40 years wo de agya me ne me wo pa yes say ye ni e wo wasa ho okotana wo be almost 50 years and as say this is by old kuku na mo ye na e good even though say na enyini ba say crop research report the new cocoa species taba say no enkan kuku no na pepewia eni ne ntom twetwa kuku no ba say bi wa obitime kuku na e under shade and so e boa ma conservation enti yewo ideas no but to de be na political na be atwe nyansa no so abe nyansa no enti me dem say cocoa no de say cocoa form ba cocoa ye ntwa ne ka a problem say 70 to 30% but na be person me say this is what happen say enye ye omo heavyweight finance fund say abankoji loan na wode ama kwaji lo afisa ankofo no na wode ama license for mu de yetwa muka ba won ma na yentwa muka na more especially so mo asem ye content grow as a independent license by na wakwaji nti no fraud wakwaji kuku no wakwaji kuku no wa wuntwa kan so wakwato ma mro ko na je udales dia ade de na ndum pa kuku farmer de na de ma no so enti kuku section ni de ye no me pia sam ye biteme ka ho se me ma pokus kwa se kuku fo no omo no omunya different academic calendar because all him baby is child labor because ye titi nyina na ye nana no ye papa no mo ye dwuma okokufu mu ba saata mo kwekura na omunim se omo ye ntina na omunim ta ma mo dwa koku eti se okobon papa na no ye child labor otumi sua enoma se eja ye ka se eja boache ono we koku family de bia na afibia okoko Ghana so by mrafo no mu say planning na ho a na odwin say school bi na de na planning na mo na e ha omo na omo report ma fanase upon say de bi answer omo ska be ma Ghana no or say ye we but technically bi wa nye child labor eti ye nyomo academic calendar omo de yenko ye ni tama koku eso ye ni tama koku ebo tama wo harvest na omo school so no omo side of academic na omo ma kwan na wo bopa by se kwa say bia Ghana education so obia yesu de ye de ma Ghana nyina ndia da bi o se papa so no no de hwe ne ho kokon so nye se bia okoye yi oboka ke che o se zibo no sa akra no okura se no nyansa kra se ye kra na ye kuko university kra no obi a wako university woman kokon se ombo a wan obi twa ne nsa kra kokon kra hanga on wotumi fa kotokro kra nti wan obese no so enti no yenye san these are the things that we should say parliamentarians no almost sponsor bill private bills yen hwe ni ye because parliamentary ejuma no we here research assistant won say ye senators won say no ye o ye na o yi paper e for university students no or computer na senator na bi ka bibia no obo no we ye ma no eno na me hwe UK for parliament no tama Nigeria ni opposition a conservative they can or kasa no challenge castama bus no bisu bo or the results na ma no na efekeke so efekeke nti yenti ni sani alam to agric colleges for no omo na ye agric extension officers no ye mo moto no mo ni na mu season na omo ni na school mu mo na ye mo bia ha wodi ni de sutwe mo na mo ye purchase clerk for no mo hwe se ye mo bia standard international because obeka say state of the art weighing scale your program bibia your head office would temper na a fraud 10 years straight near the amount ya ye man na men ko temper into cocoa family din scale or din bottles wa ono and near just ampa me am to me career ampa edu 25 no ono aka se because I mun se bi ko egusu ma no ne omani age sa anya ni sa ebedu mem no ye wan hwe cocoa ne be liberalize no say ye beto no say de ekoto banche no already quite here nationalize no almost toma almost bobiko Ivory Coast near there so ba uko Ivory Coast ko muni cocoa board bio ba omu bibia extreme la muni cocoa board omu ni bia ehwe no ba omu ni farmers no said the whole some idea no omu ni farmers na deal directly no cocoa board intermediary bia so the farmers for not trust omu na omu so to meet farmers neka and into the my omu border towns wo sampa mo na yipo no omu wasa na yipo no omu timi cross border ni de ye mafo na be set ye bad wo presampa wo rema wo twa komo reba na wo do Ivory Coast je wo so for kra wo no etida kakra mi pese mi kan say ye ni ye a yenti service card cocoa board on service card okoji a men diska ni nyina ampa enko ko yi domido eni trophy say afi bi omusim se bi $1 million kwa na yibitime ni sika yibitime an kasa se kwaji bi se kwa enti enye 1.2 billion no ebia 3 na mine penny ye peso so ye de na the next be 20 years rapid ya ye full sufficient ebitime atwia ye farmers nika ena purchase credit bonus ye hwene so mo higher adwin a yibitime ye omu nyile na se be mo chance ye be mo call symposium ye train om se mesremo ye monitor mo mama musisi cocoa farm because akoso so many years tina kakra me pese emergency
And
that's it.
Prince, that's it, baby. I know it's a person can be before for buy with the 2 chain to over each
So
and
for
all
me,
the
member be
so
kakra.
am I yeah, if I bet maybe 1 minute real quick
Okay.
just to and Prince Material, thank you to church room like okay and this is at the end of the day, accountability I can't what I say, yeah, who do amount for accountability be the more thing was I said. And bra like someone say maybe I some encouraging ABC so it sounds as if say government a person to tune your year by microphone cloning making the government look bad. In this case, I expect say our government in Liverpool do these people accountable. So and again, Prince I can't be see parliamentarians in a danger report so like creating laws, regulations in the BB kind nembo koko for by nembo or minor by so a penjuma no for college students no more you saw as as your clerks no omu dimuchi na omu ye research we mama no omu ye we ni na be creating juma ni binti anyway that's of Albert it's on catch a be kaka crowd to open me page just so just if I train yeah but see Mr. Albert of avoiding kakra
Mr.
me page
Sam,
just yeah
send
Bamacho
this is a drink so just say samba. Remember, what do you mean? Yeah, come to why?
I just say we are no as now back as I said
Uh,
over to me I can't be that's it just say I just say maybe why you busy I'm sure one here so at theater just so you're ready I know I'm so at yes I did bra legs I mean call bra legs so Bama
yeah,
so
Sam.
bra legs
I mean, that's it.
with me akakara
Okay, there.
just so I
And the
don't
idea, my
go so
boyfriend.
oh good
Oh, yeah. Right. Well,
good
now it's Prince Bombardier.
Oba na obia actually pen paper na utie. Who say senior research aba.
You hear more of his kind. I will
Akwantufuo
Ghana on
radio ye
Bayesa.
wade a.
You hear more of his kind. I will Ghana on Bayesa. My Crawford, I'm a Crawford. You hear allow me that kind of research, you know. A baby and
Na
so
say
forth.
na me me yo kubi
Creating
di
of
agro
jobs.
e din komo na ye ka se. Yeah. Na ye ka se be ye se ye na ye ni papa pa no ana ye timba bruchire no. Ghana boy ye ya
Also,
ye ni papa
to
pa no.
make consent deal. To make consent deal.
Oh.
How do you even put a sentence
Okay.
like this together?
And all my kind. Oh, nipa na omuwo Ghana no. Pe uhwa omo anyansa ne omo nimde ene omo adwene de omo timu a. Enye nim kwa na omo nim. Nimde omo nim bebre na mo adwemo ne do so ho. Nti uhwe de watu kwan kakra bia utimu se nipa no ne kasa na otie no a. Utimu se adwene no eye different ne your tifie no. Omo mi ni nyina ko university ewo Ghana na ba kutimi ba brochiri na okohwe omo track record tete na omo school ho na you will see said your ba brochiri no owo school ho kra no odi no kra kakra so what I say enti eni po omo ba brochiri nyina which take obi a owo Ghana obetiro we na be successful just say me amadwuma na me ya me nya sika de ba ha sa ba ko da wie ya sa tela insini nti ba ma be na wa ye say boget for the omudua omuhubo omuayo omuhu minim sa okọ Ghana na akọ ye we wo ha they will tell you so ye minim so the other way ka say oh they say ye na ya adwene ye no ye na nyame bo aye ya etimba bruchire that is it and no de e wo ho ye many obi na edi nkomo na meka nti obi o ba bi obi ze nya no kro so me adam
Call
na
him.
na na bomba de kasarro nka pepede me kase tete ya no kodi bo afọ kro muntumi mfo mu koko magana bio if you say yeah koko no bo kra wo soro kakra chen obo de no because of currency no but o koton koko no wo se fom a o de baga na obetitan obenya ketewa bi nti so hwe dollar terms no a yeah koko no ne bo wo soro this year e chen kodi bo jeje no de kodi bo afọ mum na prefer se nko mu de ne be baga na yes obi wo ho hwe so the bar the obenya no nye too much bia nti ha o ma bo modern tima regulate prices na ma similar they no smuggler no swat because of ye currency no ho edin chain ko di wo afford it nti eno ye na be person make ho asem na o se Ghana no ye ne ma na ye no wa hu se na me kan adwemo ne asem se obi ebeje obefa power no tumi no se ye de shebo nsam a omo ho dada no eya no obi wo idea more because of experience enti onu na nka oba mono no asa nipa no na ye nipa onu no se de na ye ne dada no a wo kwa ama ense ye no emfa amfum to bi ama esa nipa na ese se wo ye den odi animu na o champion sa de no but obi wo ha ye ba ya de oba se wo na ye pani na wa twene ho na nsisi bia na omoye bia eni krata aso se wo na obehu ye no ye the experience na ye ama en happen ye no bohu se na ama wato nsuom dem sa nsuo no mu a obeto for the first year no ebebo ama next you know what me ahihye wo so ne ma kama na ama na yi ti se oba na se wo so ne experience krampo no a na enam so wo knowledge a ye de edi adwuma na so no obetima ye measures a ebetima aboa ama sa so hwe na eto na to bi nti we na asi me de I think say ye normal Ghana de ye ne ma nyina ntimi nye janeuda And so once about for aba no so yeah resetting no. And him say in the nearest future no or the star beko and a be come said they were no be na dwuma kama said they fata na makoko akuafo omoton mukoko na omo age musika. In fact, Ghana, said it here, Neman, Bnumo, I want to say. Coco, no, dear Senka. Once there's a bayama obisi gas on Kotokumra, then Yanka is all Tokuku, Nka, or Tokuku, no, Tria Kuku, and in the cow rumbo, say Kuku Cratch, who baby will tribute and Sana, or no, the Kuku, no crackle. And then tis a name, Omutimidi or Mukoko, no mum co, and Sana later Wakojisi Gaba. To be back on a city come by. Ebi a ɔmbɛdwene sɛ yɛnim kokoo dodo wobɛtumi ato nti no ɛduru baabi a ɛnɛ baabi a nyansa aduru banks yabu aban wɔ yɛfrɛ ne sɛn sɛna koraa yɛsika bank a yɛakeka no nyinaa bɔ mu aban wɔ account enti no nka kokoo krakye bi atɔ ayi a ɛno ane sɛ aban sika no kokoo krakye a ɔyɛ licenses Kuku Kratch no or yeah access to where be a sicano walk and to not so sign check your money per cross a could see couchna into the then ever connect is caniho. Taban's own code syndicators loan let's say why are location to money obey media kuku for naka. Now the one that's a very baba yeah excuses to say oh Akwantufuo no a ye de ayi ma omo no na aye ne saa ni nyina see the same government. Also, yes, yeah, na man abasa. And over the years, ABI and TS had no be. It's in the year to know what British can be American. And in fact, you be just say, yes, say, Kuku Kenny in Pianica because say, Kuku Kenny so papa and papa to what papa. Now say, then watching and I you be there. I think say, a no mum say, if any, because say, Ubi kuku yen pianica no, and me ma waba. Because kuku yani no time all do kuku do who so be better fertilizer, free fertilizer. No be so tomano, and you know who say about no be a champion. Now, Mizika de Semato kuku, mania tom inquire, that's a boy sicana baba, chena, tenants or baba. And the abano there's a source of son near my baby. Now, and no, yam for 1 day ends a son. And Tibia koyanim, na aye fruna yesino. Sana mpanyinfoɔ sɛ ɛyɛ akɔneaba ɛne anwono nti no sɛ ebinom sika binom so nya ɔmo deɛ tɛni ne nyinaa no yɛde sua ade a ɛyɛ resetting agenda no bɛtumi take place in so many places ti ɛno no deɛ sam bɛte sɛ na yɛka parliamentarians ɔmo kɔ parliament ɔmo nkɔyɛ hwee parliamentarians ɔmo kɔ parliament ɔmo kɔyɛ biribi ɔmo no Omo ni horse omo na ehye Ghana mra nyina omo wo ho for government business any proposal hodo a mo ne beba no ebinum support ti proposal bi ba say yensesa your friend is saying Kotoka International Airport na yemfa to Accra International Airport wa your moduma no bi no just about be a free buy you know. It's majority G2 and one. What is the big deal here? Yes, the airport. Yeah, the international airport. A dear nearby also, yes, a son. As so a famra quanso, a chinin womra quanso. Now say, yes, a son no money, yeah, yes, a son we are a deal be a diana. I didn't hear you both who say a no dear Juma. Parliamentarian go say, oh, may see my name. That's all bad. Ade ofi say eye ba ye de beba ho no on support de enye no on to obantia nti omo fi say omo hunu say saa de ne eye no omo beto a support omo fi say eye no omo betutia na name changes no e wo impact e wo so many impacts Ghana Airways no kura gu e de na man gu ye e de nti na ye to Accra International Airport e chinyi no de ye Kotoka International Airport. And this office was a Sunday in Usua, and no problem being the womb. Na history be any why entro, and na story be and a converted. I bear history. I see Nino, and also ye its own history. It is all be all back Kotoka history. No, Kotoka ne Ruba, yes, a son. That alone also is a history. ɛno kora bɛtumi trigger ma yɛakae deɛ nti akotoka no yɛde too no ɛnɛ sɛ nyɛ sɛ yɛde yɛteta ne yɛanka yɛnom biribi yɛnim deɛ nti akotoka koraa bi a yɛtoo no kotoka but yɛkɔfaa ne nkyɛnyi no baeɛ no akɔyi deɛ nti a yɛtoo no kotoka no ba no at least nyɛ nipa baako pɛ ne na ɛwɔ hɔ at that time nti yɛnya nipa mmienu mmiɛnsa nnan anum asɛm na sɛ yɛgyina no so a yɛbɛtumi atwerɛ history nti history biara we can rewrite enti no so obi feel sɛ yɛnya history no original that time a ɛnɛ yɛnya because ɛnɛ yɛsɛ yɛsesa di no nipa bebree aba abɔnten abɛkyerɛm deɛ nti a yɛde kotoka too no in fact ɛnkyerɛ hwee airport kakraka yɛ ɛsi hɔ yi sɛ yɛkɔhu obi funu hɔ nti no yɛmfa saa funu no airport no so a adwene bi anim na sɛ ɔwu yɛ sɛ nyɛ hɔ na yɛkɔhu no a nka ti ka yɛfa nka yɛde deɛ na bɛto no sɛ yɛkɔɛ na yɛkɔhu kurɔmfoɔ bɔdamfoɔ bi wawu da airport hɔ a na yɛde airport no ato bɔdane no nti wotie narrative no yɛta akyire no a ebi ani hɔ ɛtɔ asomu ebi ani hɔ adwene wɔ mu nti in any case koraa na ɛnɛ na ɛsɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ da yɛhu biribi na yɛtwerɛ deɛ nti a ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde deɛ to biribi sɛ yɛde nkran to na ɛhɔ yɛ Accra nti sɛ yɛfrɛ no Accra International Airport a ɛyɛ yie ɛhɔ yɛ Accra na mmom kotoka yɛ dɛn yɛse ɛhɔ na yɛku no ɛna yɛkɔfaa no hɔ nti baabi a yɛku gyiwa na yɛakɔto gyiwa so din wɔ hɔ baabi a Kwame Nkrumah wuyɛ na ɛsɛ nka Kwame Nkrumah akora yɛmfa hwɛ nto no wɔ Ghana because wanwu wɔ Ghana nti no nipa yɛto din a yɛto din senti ade papa ɔyɛyɛ obi ɔyɛ bɔne bia no yɛmfa ade papa nto no JJ Rollins de na nipa bebree ka no JJ Rollins yɛku ɔyɛ ku no ɔnenam mu a ɛna owie yɛ no ɔse masaranda nti yɛmɛto me so aba nti wo hɔ a ɛdin a yɛde to JJ Rollins no ɛyɛ Republic akyire yi a yɛto no so aba no so ɔyɛ ku leader no owu ya nkɔ yɛ friend sɛn dictator ya ɔno no democratic wei no bia no yɛmfa hwɛ nto no kurom ha yɛwɔ papa bi a na yɛfrɛ no Franco baabi a yɛsi yɛ no president wei ɔbaa so wakɔtu no funu no firi sɛ onyanabo bari a yɛsie no kama yɛ amanfoɔ kɔhɔkɔhwɛ wakɔto abɛsie no wɔ kurom adze da bi ɔma yɛsie no wɔ wakɔtu funu no afiri baabi a yɛsie Franco 50 years ago no yɛkɔtu funu no aba abɛsie no wɔ baabi a yɛsie ordinary people because ɔsɛ ɔn deserve saa bari a no ɔno koraa deɛ ɔrude kurom ha bebree kurom ha me sɛ ɔmo akwan papa na ɔmo nneɛma papa nyinaa saa akoa no ne brɛ so na yɛhyehyɛ saa nneɛma but president wei ɔwɔ so ne wakɔtu funu no afiri baabi a amanfoɔ nyinaa kɔhɔ saa valley no sɛ amana no a yɛsie no nipa nyinaa firi wiase nyinaa bɛsete hɔ ɔsɛ man no deserve sɛ yɛsie no hɔ wɔde no afiri hɔ ɛti politics na yɛka no yɛka politics a ɛyɛ decision making ɛde mbadi bi ɔba hɔ ɔbɛka no somebody will take decision based on adeɛ no deɛ nti a ɛsɛ sɛ ɛba saa that's all na mmom sɛ individual differences sɛ me feel sɛ ɛho nhia no deɛ ɛno deɛ ɛbɛ happen bebree me nso me feel sɛ ɛho hia ɛnti wo feel sɛ ɛho nhia sɛ yɛsesa na me nso a megyina ha me feel sɛ ɛho hia sɛ yɛde kotoka international airport instead of sɛ yɛde bɛto kotoka paa deɛ a ɛneɛ na nka Kwame Nkrumah ɔsi ne brɛ so ɔno a na ɛtena hɔ ma yɛ airport no yɛ ne sei no deɛ ɔno na yɛsɛ ɛdi ne di to so ɔno amfa ne di ato so because obi a ɔyɛ nipa papa bia no ɔyɛ adeɛ wie a ɔhwɛ amanfoɔ na bɛgyegye nti ɔno angyegye sɛ me ama yɛ nti ɛno na kyerɛ nka ɔyɛ dictator but ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ statesman nti wɔyɛ awie nkranfoɔ ma saase so na mayɛ no nti hɔ yɛ nkran hɔ yɛ Accra nti capital so ne Accra nti Accra International Airport ɛyɛ okay kurom a ɔba Madrid a airport your friend Barajas because esi Barajas pronoun esi so no yɛfrɛ Barajas nti Madrid International Airport Spain International Airport ɛwɔ Madrid no yɛfrɛ no Barajas na yɛde president bi din ato so then so Barajas no ana amanfoɔ de frɛ no nti no sɛ parliamentarian edi debate saa deɛ wei ho yɛkora yɛbu afu sɛ ɔmo nyɛ hwee a ɛhwee ne deɛ nti na mo fi sɛ parliamentarians ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ parliament Omo debate nneɛma ho omo kyerɛ deɛ nti a ɛsɛ sɛ ɔman no ɛkɔ sei ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ sei. There are so many law enforcement agencies a mmara a ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo use ɛwɔ ɔman no mu dada. Ti sɛ ɔmo nni so ɛnyɛ parliamentarian na ɛka kyerɛ police ni sɛ obi dwo nso wɔ kwan ho akɔkye no ɛno mmara no ɛwɔ hɔ dadaada ɛnyɛ nnɛ na yɛbɛhyɛ. Gye sɛ yɛyɛ ebi a yɛsesa mmara no mu ne amendment no na sɛ for that fine. Ɛno ne nyinaa yɛ proposal gye sɛ obi di kɔ. Ɛsɛ ɔmo atena ase sɛ ɛnɛmi parliamentarian ɛno bi na parliamentarian bi twerɛ kɔɔ sɛ gay ma yɛnyɛ ntom wɔ Ghana ma gay nyɛ adwuma no. That is fine. Baako bi tumi twerɛ ɔno ani proposal ɔpɛ sɛ that day wɔ yɛyɛ ne si. But there are so many things a ɔman no wɔ dada. Nti parliamentarians no ɔmo wɔ hɔ no de. They are there to support the government business. Any proposal who do be as a me person me kwan e de kosi Kumase. Eti me de about parliament. Mo gina ho say. Parliamentarians no mo be support ya na omo support ya. No so kan ho bi. Eti enye da bia na say light so bro no way so because light no obi atua light bill. Nti enso a say or a president minister no na dwuma ne so hwe te kanea no be so. Enso ho a and na ma edu baby a yeto aba na yeto atia because yeto aba ma o say be so be once over here next 4 years e be so ye beto aba na yeto atia enti no parliamentarians no de omo ye no ho de ne kwan so an no enti me de obi ka say omo nye hwe a they are working yes ne no nyama no bebre wo ho a omo debate ho kese because omo wo huge majority nti bi wa omo jitum omo ba ye omo sign so many documents omo approve so many amendments bills ahodo you guys omo ko ho omo ko ye hwe dia me ne o ya adwen na so eno so wa o kasa bia wa adwen tre na mom de nti omo ho ne say omo wo to support the government business nti no ini amede ma no be ti ha say ya te koku enya aban no na asɛ da bo apaye so untue no so eno so ye ne jesem ene inflation so atimi akwa atra akoduru 3.8 I think say aban no boduma edi aban papa ba benia the
That's
man
it.
be ti here
That's it. That's it, bro. Alex. What concern be brave. And I think say one thing we should recognize and I say beyond well, the point is that young cast parliamentarians normally by we're talking about prioritization. Send our kind of yeah, sure so we receive a lot of suggestions all the time. And we expect say they will prioritize some of these things. There's a lot of there's youth unemployment issues. There is transportation issues. There's so many issues, and we just saying, say, is this the time to even tackle this issue and make it such a big thing? So, until Obianka,
ma
someone
men
you
sha
do,
wa de
but
sam
you can't
sam
prioritize. Bro, let's we
1 minute
just. I'm sorry, man. We let's say you can't prioritization. Like we have to prioritize now. No, can't say Spain. This is a country. I'm sure some more youth employment issue, but it's not as big as Ghana. Some more road issue, but I'm sure it's not as big as Ghana. Almost so many issues, but it's not as big as Ghana. Until almost spending a quarter of their time, so almost to a phone, baby, perhaps rightfully so, because
sam
all
me
my
de pa te wa
day
se
new
na
year,
ma te
yeah,
me
for the answer, yeah, for the call 1 to 30 seconds. Call.
Sam, Spain so almost almost nuru sa America. Nti zenka Spanish for so be ka tro mo say monye mo ho na mo kọ boso me so mra nza na makotu funu no. Enu hia che funu no. US bo akọ boso me so abaw. Enti no se ye ka se ye se ye duru se Spain bo aza da ye de Spain bo ya ye sa everything
No,
first thing
yeah,
first. Bibia e be ba ye pono ano. Spain for so no over Spain ha. Unemployment will have be. Over Spain ha. Nneɛma bi a America for Germany for UK for ayɛ no Spain for ntumi nye bi up to now I'm telling you although ɔmo wɔ nneɛma pa a ɛma ɔman no edi mu sɛ first class country nanso no ɔmo nso nnuru sɛ ɔman bi eti no sɛ ɔmo nnuru sɛ ɔman bi but ɔmo hunu sɛ ɔmo culture mu no ɔmo amammerɛ mu no sɛ nnɛ yɛwɔ democracy no obi a wabɛyɛ coup atu aban asɛ ɔman a democracy ansa na Saa nipa no oni dɛ mo saa state body ya no a yɛ body ya no hɔ a ama ɛne nipa nyina firi wiase ba bɛhwɛ saa ɛhɔ no efi yɛ ma ɔno no na hɔ bi yɛkɔto na abɛto a now sɛ yɛn nso yɛ airport a nkruma a
Brothers,
yɛfrɛ
you know
no
what they see
Ghana
here?
yɛama no mɛde si a yɛama no sɛ ɔno na yɛ millennium man of the millennium ɔno wa deɛ ɔbɔɔ ne to okuu no because of sɛ that time na ɔmo susu sɛ ɔmo man no yie no kati pa no din da so da hɔ na ɛnɛ yɛ Ghanafoɔ ne nkwadaa a yɛaba nyina yɛbɛhunu sɛ nkonoma koraa no in fact ɔyɛ nneɛma papa nti agoa na ɔku no no deɛ yɛnyina din firi hɔ na yɛmfa airport no nso deɛ na ɛda woyɛ yɛbɔ no parliament ne yɛ na ɔmɛbɔ
Yate,
ntiɛ no no
yate,
menua
yadase,
saa na mɛka no nti
yadase,
ɔman bi kyɛn wɔ bi
yadase, yadase. Again, you can
ɛtumi da ase no
prioritization. You can say, I'm on you to make your prioritization. And yeah, can't you better was saying, it just say, when you're there, and I say, alphabet. The alphabet, and just say, and you're ready, dear. You better call, I think, say, Adam. Yeah. Just all you're ready, and all my swati.
Sam ayi sɛ antiasia na Vivian nso wɔ so nim sɛ ɔkɔ Vivian kɔ ɛna ɔwɔ ahe nso wɔ hɔ.
Yeah, but number one, Adam, number one, it's just watching, and then
Okay.
Antioquia.
Afei na ɔmo na ɔmo aba nti
Yeah,
ɔmo
then I'm
bɛka
not going to.
ɔfasam
And
kakra o
it just says some Kasai and here.
sɛ
Number
ɔfasam
one, it just say number one here, number one Alex, number one Adam, number one, it just watch it, number one Antioquia. It just had to make kind of myself.
yɛ adwenkɛsɛ wei deɛ ayi adeɛ bi na mema prince a ɛyɛ ama me so wɔtie me a so mpɛ sɛ bisa prince a nti aberanteɛ no spokesperson no ɔwɔ koko board ne nsɛm a ɔbɛkyerɛ ɛmaayɛ no ɔgye tom sɛn ɔfa no sɛ that is the gospel truth anaasɛ he is just doing politics.
Ɛgya sɛ mema mmuaeɛ ma Prince.
ɛnyɛ wo prince.
Friends, take about 1-2 minutes to be net and say just
afei
say
o sɛ asɛm meda ase gya sɛ asɛm na aba ɛna ɛsi asɛm nso so yɛde ano na ɛka nyɛ sekan nti kokoekwani no abɛka ne deɛ ɛwɔ public radio so ama ɔse 30% wanka 70 nti dɛ sɛ sila 30% na sila yɛ sizable nti ɛna koko bɔn so no abɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu the process no a deɛ nti a bi a ama no aba saa but sɛ 70% no yɛtumi atwa deɛ that's ɛyɛ process na ɔmo fa so a nti ama koko pama na license for no kɔtɔn no ɔmo ɛtumi anya ɔmo sika but sɛ 30% ne mmaa deɛ na ɛsɛ sales nti ebia na license company na ɔmo nhyɛ koko board ne nhyehyɛeɛ asan nti na ɔmo ankasa abasa nti asɛm mmienu na ɛbɛto hɔ yɛde ne nyinaa bɛkɔ yɛbɛkari sɛdeɛ yɛwɔ weighing scale no ne yɛahwɛ sɛ asɛm a koko farm ɛkaeɛ no ɛyɛ nokorɛ waka ɔwɔ the field waka ɛna koko board no nso ɔno nso wɔ field hɔ nom ɛna waka sɛ this is the reason ntia because koko farm no ba na ɔkaka sɛ 100% ne yɛntwa ɔmo kadeɛ a ɛna because ɛyɛ ne koko board no ɛne license bank ɛyi na ɔmo wɔ saa ɛyi contract na so ɔmo ntwa yɛ but sɛ 70% ne yɛtwa deɛ a na ɛkyɛ sɛ koko farm a ɔmo nso asɛm a ɔbɛka nso ɛyɛ nokorɛ 30% na ɔsi yɛ kɔhwɛ adeɛ nti na ama
Oh, Prince, what's it called? See and come, Prince. Prince will hard.
Aja,
Yeah, I think the Prince are tough one.
Prince, I'm so tough from.
Yeah. Wasamba. My name is real quick. I think it's no area and I'm
What you make us say?
Yeah, I feel the technical crime.
Me say ɔmo mmienu nyinaa megye tom koko farmer na ɔbɛkaeɛ no waka nokorɛ sɛ wɔkan ɔno si ɔbɔ number ɔte 30%. ɛna koko board no nso no megye tom sɛ dɔn nso bɛkaeɛ so ɛyɛ nokorɛ enti but deɛ ɛsan sɛ yɛ nokorɛ no sɛ lapses aba mu ɔsɛ ɛkɔhwɛ
cocoa farmer say 30% in Pierre dia. Yet me Janis I say and yen credit. Or see a cohe 30% cocoa 70 no cost 100% in the sea chomoka. Yankas you could 70. It is 30% not bad yeah. Or say cocoa board for cocoa. Say the cocoa board I man can say. Or maybe because they are there for the work of the cocoa farm India. Or to make us say Asama Aquanica and yen credit or more cocoa. But Sansu na
Yes.
kuko you know so waka no so no correct watch process say any you must look at the convention point near the way a bit mama system now there are efficient that's it.
That's a prince. It just say was soon. So they can be as so I miss so I didn't call you. They just say oh I can say just say busy. Body now can be real quick and send my call minimum. Body okay. Just saying for body so I busy. Any uncle you name. Let them train me, but I think say draw wine, so wine free who them about so them. Wine.
Some not means them be say or talking about in India say be or maybe them be kind of name yet.
No, but a wine him pokra and pick up and tell them. I think so because if you are not must try wine. It's by myself Adam.
Adwene nkesi.
Yeah, so we be able to call it.
I don't be aboko.
And then you ask her,
Kazanka.
oh, wine. Adam wait for him. I mean, a wine here. There's always a lag in this line to Fred. It takes some like a minute to respond to it. If I check my message about so them, now wine here, then you wine here feel wine.
Yeah, Kazanka.
By myself.
I just guessing to say,
Because
you want to the you want
then
to
I'm asking. You don't ask.
and the maniaji pa
Boy and come on.
maniaji a grada na spent here say man ya that's ni feel maniaji and the maniaji pa ai maniaji pa say sana tie you want mo disika berebe afo man sika wo ne na mo no ye dream prosecute obi a say sana ye pɛ no what the me chere mo makunu ye den na manfo yuso madwiri didi a na ma punish wo na mo de ye ne support wo no mo a wo mo bokuru no akese no okum ha no ye support sa nkofo no ne support sa nkofo no kantanka ye support die won say support abrantie wo say o man sue bebrebe o man sa ase bebrebe wo say no eye MPP event say wontumi won na mo no ko primary no ne mu I was like, I want to see good. Nam so a politician, Tino. And nam so a politician, Tino. Ordinary Namon Musa. Can offer it. Eh, can, as they say. Can a some crown, I know you. Politicians, no, they be used to waste a misbe to protect themselves. Now, ordinary citizens, now, Breno. Bibiki to be no so good in mass. Maniagine. Matisse, more can't see me so much. Yes, some airports needing to go to Ghana airport to say to Accra airport. Can that count me?
Why here to Nkapa boy?
Yes, could to Accra airport.
Yeah.
Yes, it's to Accra airport.
Oh, John saying.
Oh, before say, Nadia almost the son. Then I want to almost son. What's I did?
That's the number one question. If you had them both, it's natural. Major question, major out of board, no, be about so. Any a very good
because
question. Any that's what be said.
And I say, and maybe a chemono, Uti.
It's you.
And maybe a chimono. One say, Sir, I did be a bay about canoe back kills a dear cabin the buy no. One will say, Aquabane bought Kotoka International Airport. No. And yen and can form more gun in our say. One tias yes say. And can form a tin crank, a gunner for as one tias yes say. And yet then a year must ask ye. And yet then a year must ask and can force a yet then your must ask. Nothing your copet your baby. Sanage bi awo kutuka ye de akwaba ena kobo kutuka etino eno ho be ye dede ema hu se atemu ehu atem di die ema tribal insult we to no we to ema nkafo bebre bu fuye se adan ena ye tia do nasa na ndukuru ya se kura no se sia ye tinkran ye tigane ye tinkran se we say na nkran no kura no eye kumasi anase eye nkran mu de because customer dominate one kan ankasa kai as akan language etino na che se ene ye ko Kwame Nkrumah Muslim ayi nana do esiye ewo ayi high street history ye ko akwaba ye ko bringing it down near the ba Kenya ba Kenya ne the fini de musmosi kantanka nenya sem kito ama che se titine twan
So person who didn't hear yes is airport no.
ai kama mintie
Say Minister of the Intom say yet me ma ye Premier International Airport fan ko to unipa or dealing with violence or said to a buying good ye. Say democracy in yepe. Nti will be a ultimate to a buying good ye next or bomofo. Eti say or ye controversial figure or trumpety civilian government nti. East Premier International Airport we cannot continue to name East Premier International Airport after a figure associated with the violent and constitutional overthrow of the country's first president, Osajo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. The name of the country's main international gateway must reflect national values, historical truth, and unity, rather than glorifying controversial moments in Ghana's political past.
Akura ti. Ye inaugurate president-elect, President Mahama. Ye kofa tuori o se tuori. Wama inauguration ni bi. Huh?
Nasa tuori onye Ghana ni.
Debi. Adia won peno. Adia won peno. Adia won peno. Wo ye di bia na men fasa di na won peno e meka. No, go to be no be or then mo inauguration mo invite no.
Some of them only stand on a tuari, some of them may pin my way. It is what they buy, but they say, say,
two face ben no mo your hand say here.
Oh, why? A really good point. Oh, why?
Two face ben no mo your hand say here.
Prince Manu, my wine, and
anytime me want to come. Me podi na me cancer our back but say no mo dina dia. Say no mo dina dia no man fa before me cancer papa nchire. Say what the nyansa pa to ho dia enka twari no. Because President Mahama was accepted and what say what you must some kind of indulgence ya man baby papa agina ya ma tori ewo ama Ghana for say praise Tory. Say Tory. Ghana for praise Tory. So what you cool? No, what you be come on. It's almost so much say working a honor. And in future say Tory. If we so no ye a dibia a significant to Konwa. And the baby Jeffrey so I said at the core ye be Jeffrey so. Then I'm so say. Yeah, maybe the problem. Say, almost said, come with the evidence, papa, and I say, almost the assessment can be 25 June, papa, by ya. I can find this because maybe almost said, dinner, and find employment to be neighbor. One of mention, and find employment to be neighbor because your friend, destination Accra, and the enti no enya de bi e employment bi minim say be fa bi yes said e be 5,000 employment because of that, I don't know, but the thing na ne say me hu say I ye Ghana ni Accra no Accra hanuma Ghana e wo no I am say as enome bebre no omo peso mu din e ye nkan no mu din timi ba so bi because omo hwa sa sanad no kutuka no kra e ye akan e de de abo ho no airport no so yes de ato kutuka menim say kutuka en kanu so hwan yo te say amofo say no e wo say yes no what am I na e be ye Accra International Airport no at least someone say enkana airport no at least no I don't know the be omo dey but sana so what am I mention sana me hu no and a government be omo the government na kana at this point in Ghana I feel say the air no apart from this akwa bani na eko koye na no yenye bibi na chi say implicit Accra but Accra no so also omo nkomu die na no mudi nkomo mu hwe ni because Ghana goodie wo Ghana nyina goodie twa Ghana etwagu yetuo e wo Ghana goodie koso Ghana cocoa farm product ne edie ni nyina no every outside Accra and eba and ye dey be nkra yie other regions what resources near to and your home and Pupueno. Ye dey nkra yie be just one company di more nkra di more it is sometimes I no more omo pre no mo kasa di we omo kasa no I am entiase I am entiase first you cry to ye tu on cry to fish ye tu on kan hanum say bo din go there ye tu ye be pay office e be pay go there ye tu other regions yes ye refinery our Ghana had no ye be pay office so Accra and ye go there ye tu an ne ha ne ba ye de ba to an ye ton go there so ye tu won kan as we nyan hu say Ghana as so kan fo kwakwa ye say ye bibi pe no omko pija say yempene baba ayi sa stadium we ha no ye emo tu ne din bi ye tu ne din bi wo nkan ha no mo yesin kan wo yesin de ye yempene ade a wo nkan ye pe say ye de etu ye nkan ayi wo ha no ayi santan so mo ye no bi a wo dwun ho a wonte ase so te me say no me hu dia de kunti a na mo ye sa so be di ekro won mo a aya mo exhibit sa so be bi sa e wo mo no aya me nte ase cha say dia say ye je mo so efo say ase ye hwe wo bankan ya kantan ka wo bankan ya enkan kasa na ye kankan kasa no wonu mo an kasa mo ye nkan fo no nkan kasa no de o mo kam mo e won ka ha no mo ne oh I go see you tomorrow wait where they go massa ade come enkan kasa no wo mo ka eno mo dane brofo no wo sen ko mo kan ne yie no adubutu brofo no ena wo ya asantini na wo ba na wo kan asante a ne ye ka kire wo so wo wonu mafu wonu mafu wonte brofo no enso so no eba na asantefo epija ewa akire na asante kasa obi efiri baabi no wo sua kan asante kasa no a na akokọ yese oya obi asa beto man kasa mu a menti ase because say wo no utimi promote kasa ka utimi promote kasa no eye dey na hanu the entrance into the country na obroni na say alatani na say Jamaica ni ba enkremu no and wotimi sua kasa eye the next the capital omo kasa na omo nyina esua because omo ba e no kasa na mo nka mo no mo ka bofo mo no mo ka either say bofo and say pidgin English so obi so fu kuma so no so betranka ha no no ka na santo anka ha no na kwakwa say enkofo do mo ba be dos no ha do omo kom kasa na de omo nka ye kasa yi bi mo so mo kasa mo kasa na ekura mo no mo so no kasa no radio station e won kan radio station e won kan no enka de omo be tu na trepe dia kan nyinara dia enkan radio station e kan kuma no me wife say eti radio station won kan na mo de no ho na tie won say me wife ka just e enkofra na me won tie programs line up plan ho na tie so what me say no enti I kwakwa ye bibi say as a Ghana no say I can't for no adolfo e de bebu nkan ha no mo enti ama enkanfo no e wo ya bi mu say omo kasa no omo ankasa omo nka no omo nyina ka pidgin more dominated ye pidgin and omo ka eti pidgin no akwakwa ye say pidgin akwakwa ye say so bank na anti pidgin dia and you feel from and omo betina omo ho sana akwakwa enti pro say sani nyina omo pe sani nyina e fa hwema ba we enka enya hwe entimi nye we nya argument and something to argue about. Some government see some beneficial say almost any argument to be almost no at least no I say they'll be happy. The guns I think they will be happy. Because the kind of unemployment any hardship for one kind of changes had emphasis housing, you talk about housing, you talk about rent. How much are they enforcing rent controls? The kind of amount rent payment, seriously, 2 years. How are they enforcing it? And who's enforcing what? A buy yes, since it's a car thousand I exchange to day. Rent 2 years. No can music can unite the rent one crime. Then the party did that one thing. Trying to mention. Send the penny then see capital more. Nipa did the market in the side of Basa. Omo tackle issues no money for honto. And to more changing Kutuka International Airport to Accra International Airport. One send no be in terms of accommodation. As we be here one accommodation be here one. Be here pa because any capital. Omo so kesi Accra nyefe more. Unya be do Kutuka International Airport. Now we see now we pay surroundings ne kama upie ko kakra bia na akwakwa bibia ho no mo so ate me hye enti yenhwe ni yenye capital ni yakopon hia penifo ni nyina enti ne de mu ani gem agrada aba ma be ani gem pa anti no abijafo meni age
I hear that. Yeah, good. I was saying, glad I be here. Me when you weekend never go ye. That's it. Yanko yelim.
Maba.
All right. For body, tell mommy and tell my car them so.
Okay. Adam try me kakra. Hey, na mo se agrada aba fie.
You see, at 10 sentences in so. Since
Oh,
now 15 years or since I so about 1 year or 1 year and already was surveyed like I think more than half. So by June, July, I think. I guess I can been 3 or 4 months to be.
Oba asresem ye besa tibiem. To know. Yeah.
Easter ni beko ye.
Enya agro.
Of body me koto mi shoe white, the socks white. Because me nya bributa ye beko party bi be beko bi. Aha.
Yo. Why ne? Say why we a Christo no?
What was it?
Why ne Christo ni?
Papa.
Oh, okay. Eti adentin amount to Judas.
Yenti wine.
Edi Judas.
Adentin yentu edi Judas.
Aha, me who say Christo ni bi atu di Judas.
And they won to be. So who now to be?
So what say the etie no? Eti no me Kotoka International Airport na mo kan na mo amanfo kan na eyi bebrebe no. Wo de say ne wo fi no ho say wo nhyɛ da any idea wo ho bedo enti no wo no memlemu but amanfo na surprise me because your platform issue na no ne de eyi yakosesa tamale de to obi din yakosesa eyi de schools kura nipa nyo no si ne de to party chairman fodin man crofo no omo anka ho asemo but ene sankrofo ye gina eyi platform issue na gege obi a what betray Ghana when you say eyi keke o what betray Ghana because Kwame Nkrumah energy fa ho die mae and akwa we ko tu Kwame Nkrumah ban gu ye nti no no wa bitre Ghana ne ikotroka wo de ne ba Christopher mu a o tse Judas o Yesu mae ebra ye bre nyina ikotroka na me ye bre nti say di we nkra wo ti eno na ma Ghana airport no kra no entimi function no say di na da so no enoa won say ye CBI ye ne terminatre as kotroka no ko fam na no function kakra nti ade a NDC for ba ye o ma ya de pa mani agye ho pa na sade e be bo man Ghana pa ne say yes sa di no sa ko we trase edwene ho ene abrofu koye kanana ema obi a wagye fa ho dia ma o man Ghana se Yesu Kristo se ne ye Kristofo agidi se obagye fa ho dia ma ye no Judas oyi ne ma enti yanto ni din no kotoka di kura de nkese e pepa free o man Ghana mu akora bia kura na busua kura nyese e ma ne to but no menyiri se ne age a ewo mu no entimi nye possible sa enti mu a mo ka se emfa mfasoɔ ne employment bebree ma no ɛwɔ mu saa deɛ emfa ma badadada no nyina ɛwɔ hɔ nso emfa bibi ama ɛna edi no kura no kai kyɛ sɛ ɔman Ghana nkasa humɔbro yi mu ɛna ama kotoka na timi ada ɔman so abesi saa mmerɛ de musudi abro ɔman na nsuo tɔ na yira fa terminatre ya ya no bono ni nyina kotoka ne ho musuo enti ɛsɛnka aban ya de a wayɛ ɛsɛ mo bɔ mo nsɛm na mo bɔ na ba so pa ne sɛ wasesa sa din no kotoka ne sɛ ɔno baayɛ no ɛna obesi ti ade ande ɛkyɛ ne sɛ kotoka ne baayɛ no ɛna obesi ayi ba akokra nka yɛ o ɔno baayɛ no ama yɛ hwe wa ma bibia sɛnea na obi kan owu kɔtɔ ba bi nti yɛmfa ne din to so oka sanse bui minim ba bi o wa hene firi ba no sɛ akwa ba no mo ho bro haha ne nsɛm bebree ba yɛ Ghana no ɛno no ha adwen deɛ but sɛ wo de be compare ta kotoka we a asa adeɛ baako a Ghana fo ayɛ ɔmo ayɛ adeɛ baako no sɛ yɛbɛma nkora ne nyinaa hu ipa kotoka ɛyɛ because of saa adeɛ we nti no wo sɛ man discussion e kom ye hu nipa ko a kotoka na ankasa no oyɛ sɛ yɛ ka kotoka de a anka yɛ bɛka sɛ NDC fo mo stronghold Lawrence mo asefo saa ba bi ofi yɛ ne saa kita mo na bɛn akpɛle o sɛ infa no enti no voter region so de yɛ ka ɛne NDC ɛno ano no but when a kyerɛ sɛ nkrofo no bi wɔ boss ɔmfa ho ne nipa kora woyɛ ɔmfa ho no ba bia ofri ohu ɛsɛ yɛde pɛpɛpɛ ne to baabi pɛpɛpɛ
Akwade membisa wo.
bisa me
What's the reason Prince Maya, the reason why I'm changing it? What's it?
me maintain a reason but me deep
Well, basically the reason is into Okoye is no, and your Prince reason I'm sure you're not Prince King Kai. Basically Okoye cool now like obo minor formal sense I kind of saying. Okoye cool no. By training why he it's the oya name ya jetum the oya na nyo I mean we
Tafo o de kasa mi tio
me say the oya na ya the oya no na ya jetum by now why him besides say well in that case I know see we in Ghana deal and Ghana by now why him besides well in that case I done done inauguration for the current president your cofa trial if we straw on a mobile. It's pretty much the same thing now. Kutoka by another ya cofa na by walk in a way. So why according to say of a Kwame Subai ni bino. Nkoma by trial
good. Mate was
why joins so.
My dream won ho ne say mate was so me kan de Yesu ne Bible mu de ba ya no. Yesu say betray no. Eduru ba bi Abraham betray ne yere. Enso no woye nipa kro na ni na betray no. But na nyame afa no. E de enti o betray say obeya a ombenya nkwa. What the men find no cry and tunche. Na memra tete kwashi okobo okro no na ewi akoko de ba Ghana. Eno nti agrada bo okro no ya de ne ko ne ese ya tete kwachi de ne hero. Traore e cool. Kotoka ye cool, but Traore ye cool no o si bridge. Traore ye cool no wan kum nipa kotoka ankum nipa. But o ye cool no o send him dika aka no o ye factories. Kotoka ye cool no wa ma ye factory wa ma ye hwe enti difference e wo mu no. Say agrada ebia ana say ata yi ko bokro no ye ne koto ahwi ase. Tete kwase ko bokro no ye boni din ye heli no because or the cocoa abama na ye nya so faso. Two different things no. Ni na ekro no. Ba ko ye boni din. So who the idea
Into
it
the
is.
means justify the ends, right?
Sa pepepe.
So
Anka
yeah, maybe that's will make it that point, because maybe a trip we try to
aha.
make the same point to Prince by not only any dream, but anyway,
Prince
because
but me the American say sanka kotoka na ba ye no e no no be see international airport no and so ko see bibi kese na ye di ni di ato so no mo sesa eno no ebi a menya eyi kakra wo ho ese meka ho bi but nipa no ama yahwe yenso yenim se wo ba ho to badin wo de ba no wo hu bi o but ye wo na wakofa de odi ato no so Kwame Nkrumah no no o si ni na yi no no momo a o poto ye no o de bombi echi oh me nim se NDC for party no odu ba bia na ehu kakra wo mu because ga board decision yes o mo yes omo sa kotoka di na o de Nkrumah di ato so nipa no be kan kura masesa because ono amomo opeto ye no edi ni di to so eye sani amanfo kan kran ne eyi no ohini gyan mo ne saa no ma no mo ye no eno na ama saa nkran sem we ye di akra eyi beto so a eye akofa no ma bibra ba no eno na hu hia na esemu no because ye de ba ya rato kumase oda ho obia nkwasesa no ye ka sa ohini gyan a mo sesa no ayi we nti ade we na nka we na eye papa eye se ye nyina ye budget so no because of na no asem nti na yakoso enti to me ne de Kotoka International Airport ne me nua yes sana eye pa eye se yesesa no na saadi no yetimi kyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛma nipa nyinaa hu nipa su a akwa ne yedwuma kro a obɛyɛ ma ɔban Ghana sɛ ne ɔbɛbɔ kuro no sɛ ɔbɛbɔ ho ban sɛ ɔbɛbɔ kuro no yɛnkyerɛkyerɛ mu nipa hu ɛsɛ we pretimi yɛ ho ayi school yɛ ho books de kɔ school mu yɛ kyerɛ from class 1 enti obi enya te koto kan kra ma na odwane na ma Ghana yetimi atimi akoyani because the no me pa beto ye so nti na airport ne no ma ni nyina no pon no ma ye no ho nyina ntimi nkoso se ye free mu kra mo mpe no brofo mam ne ye no kra free mu a na ni di ni yempe pa no kra free mu yempe pa no kra eradicated kra de se mo pe brofo foforo de ba ye yi no kra free mu e popa no kota kra free because edin no enye dimpa eti eja me enu nti na me bowura mu kakra agrada de waba de ye nyina yeda nyame asesa agrada aba
yeah, to avoid
Mr.
you will
Sam
making
any
sure say you will
na
making sure
letimi
say
arusu
brothers
aba
about at the parliament. I say
na no focus parliament
about
ye
now say
ekiti nyina se ya ne ye no nti no mamu nkasa
you will making sure say brothers about parliament. Now I'm making sure say they free more quattro spend the rest of the year. No more year for completely. Yanko you Adam, you better want to be great for your patience. With the so my Abishawache, Adam Waha, Adam, I'm in Chama Kakra, and also Shaho. Adam, well, maybe Adam, I call it busy Kakra, so Adam, free on one, I'm call it job watch. A job watch only has saying tea. Mama fear. Mama fear. You know about myself. Mama fear why? Yeah, maybe I call them man. But then you saw them. Maybe I call her. Yes, I prepare. So I'm on phone. I'm been on kakra because the voice no way chile. But yeah, kakra. So when you try and then reflective Thursday, you can't go to kaya, can't grada, you can't be BB until Uba is watching to be beer or how only a better or DNA. Well, any reflective Thursday until BBR or so on Kai Biano. DNA. Yeah, man, still a voice no which a cry with him, so yeah, ready a kakra. Yeah, it's on kakra. Almost some my friend Accra International Airport. Like, I'm one of the two city, no. Nice, simple. Yeah, yes, a pharmacy now. Prince Church, I'm say about 30% in the entry of a car. Then it's the topic in the town.
no so no ye dane ani hwe wo mo ne ye hwe mu die nso a ye no nso ye boa nso manu asi
Yo, mama, fear, you better was say. Better was say. I know I drink a crow at your first early, mamma, and some way, at the end of the day, no Ghana, Nana.
me ka say twa to ese
Uh-huh.
agrada wa badia montu no fo kakra enyema bi wa ha wa ya na too much
And then, mama, and then crown or yeah, no, Mudi kind in a coy, and then put in yeah.
oh ane dia eno dia sa dia ya no dia nyini so ya dia potu dia na emom no say dia otimi ekoto pupu ni to sa no so ya sofo so ati ase
David,
eno
or
dia
for
ya
day,
na ha
or
jini
the
kakra
for day, or your false advertisement.
say
That was
ano
radio.
dia uru miti we obaji mi sika bi enti me dia me fa blame ma no
David,
dia me
in
ka
the
ati
same year,
ase
be me
mi
wadi
wa
and
miti we ka so agrada e drop
compoye.
tikai wo hu me ko ho
Aha, but the
because
double
minimum
one,
say
I know say
ayadra no
bonnet.
obeye wo say
They say one on Zan, but a man just says Zan will be a Nayazan will be a Indiano. If the Azan normal reporting, and the man is out 12 years. But we say, oh my, we know 12 years, say what for 17, They say, in a cap 5 months, say, a hoodie, I say, state, the state now police to the court of appeal there. They say, I can't 5 months ago, but I believe the state in the appeal. And then, you know, I was also
ebeba sesi ya
was also another case say okocha or top of picture say be the or the betul in the or the betul said one of the social media in handles and asem so you know or yeah
Bombard, yes, I can add 50 million. I jail into a 2 years old. Just a case room. That case no. I appear 50 million.
are you and
No for appear. Until I know the I know your job.
message state say what appeal because said yeah who said the many say
And I'm so in the case no 15 years no net also. Are they? Oh yeah, then go on.
and yeah you crowd the 80 so and yes 1 year na ye de ba no on go be 5 years and
15
who don't
years,
want to
by
say
meanwhile, Obi to Amra, Obi to Amra swimming pool, that's a down on no more.
they say
I go for other crap. Oh yeah, father uncle. You cry. You go
Media
crap.
and
Then
Bob,
I was say
audio.
agrada.
Alex, and Bob, Eddie. Alex, and Bob,
Me man
Eddie,
no
so we could
can
to
say.
Amra.
they say
They said
15
we could
years
to
no
Amra
does
swimming
pound
pool.
and 1 year because the way no a serious thing but nina so no a year for no Ghana a media a commission for no almost no sanko for no so yam so no said the na be suggestion e ade ba wow oversight no okay because what na we do to yes ade you gari akwai say yes sana na
enkwala ni nyina
national lottery
ehwe ene na
aha
ye me ya no
national
awa agrada side no who say
oh
young youth for no me
eh
o ye no na o mo susua nti o china bi
so no
no
no ye ma
sakora bi
ekra
ko
9
ye
years
bi a
ekotwa omadan puti no okay akra 9 years for you no omadan
ai
for
o
third
say
one
o hu
omu
no
for
tv so
complete uncompleted
ampa mo so
education
wakasa mo
so
mi
mo
wi
se sa de
afi
ni
o
na oh enti national commission for media yi na wo na wo monitor radio frequency na ehu sa na ni na oh enti wabetna yi so it was a TV station no you see your license say o mo ma sa akwa because me catch na yi tuta na national radio na because why is the local doctor not rich or no man numbers no or no ko here no this is ko ya papa ko or no
me
ko tell
see
bank
yes
to bank
papa bi ozan papa bi ama o sun se
share but the millions of
papa
cities
papa
and
pa
dollars in 90 yes who say your parties and I yes say your mount heavyweight punishment to serve as a deterrent to others but anyway inside the system you know any wakona you see you but media me bon price say state mu kwa appeal so mu court of appeal na say court of appeal say the or so about there 5 the but say ye ja ne say ya de oba no on sisa na agene oba sa ko fa
agrada
no
mo
so
mu de
obi a wo ye
on
bosom
sisa
no ma za ko fa bible ato ayi de ene kwa ko e wu kwa si bibia o sa be
ah
bet na
bi
be
so mo
keka
de mo ya na akona ni so bi so na o timi
kwan ya
asesa o
abozigi Ayɛhwɛ.
Who are Nico?
Abosini. Nyameka na ɛnokorɛ.
On your
Nyɛ
auntie
problem.
Jaimu. I got that dear. Auntie Jai. Was it Minama one over to me a jelly no? So no or cast boldly. Oh, some pass your call to see a dinner bar. Try to see. I got that. Hey, oh, you're smart. You're smart, pa.
Sɛ nipa bi yɛ nipa bi any brad yɛ. Baayɛ nso na sila no. Ɛwɔ mu sɛ wɔn nipa ni brad yɛ de ba. Yɛmfa ne sɛ mekɔpɛ sika kɛseɛ nti no yɛde kɔde nkwa ne yɛ deɛ moral should yɛbɛka sɛ yɛmfa nyɛ sɛ wɔ nipa deɛ but ɛma no nso protect no bɛbi ho sɛ ɔma mkɔpɛ sika gare no ɔmo ankasa sɛdeɛ wɔka no ɔmo adwene da hɔ a adɛn nti na ɔno ankasa gare sika tumi yɛ gare deɛ adɛn na kɛne sɛ the whole world no na mɛyɛ gare supplier
See what's the bear. Only
so
a crying, or
so the richest person in Ghana
and
which means
physical.
yeah.
They are never been you so much.
Akɔyɛ sɛ yi tam a yɛ papa mo tam yɛ nanam tam piram ba yɛ me nana bɛrima kora kɔyɛ bi ɛno nyinaa bobɔbɔ yɛ nanam bebree piram ɛba 90s no gyegye mu a ne nana kɔdi mu a meyɛ yɛ adekye a piram wɔ ne hɔ bi wɔde sɛ nyina gya no obiaa nyɛ ne sɛku ɛwɔ mu a na ɔmo sa so sɛdeɛ nya bible waka ɔwɔ sɛ ɔbonsam yɛ dadaafo na bɔfo koraa na ɔmo tumi danda nti ɛnyɛ nwanwa piram no kɔɔyɛ no ankyɛ bɛyɛ 20 years time na ɛnya yɛbɛnya noble dream the same concept no yɛgye wedi ne de ma wei yɛgye wedi ne ma wei wɔn kɔgye sɛ ɔmo san no ɛna ɔmo bu yɛ ankyɛ koraa na r5 nso baeɛ noble dreams nso di sika ne gya ne na ɛhɛ r5 baeɛ ansa na nansi yɛ mu a ɛyɛ men's gold nso de ne deɛ ba yɛ bebree men's gold nso baeɛ na nso ɔbɛbu yɛ no wei men's gold nso na asɛm wɔ ɛbɛyɛ kakraa na obi nso ɛde plan foforɔ aba the same concept no wɔhyehyɛ de no na ɔbɛgye sika ne polisi kan nyinaa di na ɔde kɔ ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ pyramid scheme ɛna ɔmo yɛ no.
Prince, sorry, real quick. I know what check. I know what check here. Any cough like some person can be. Yes, I only match me then come on.
Alex, yeah, kasa, just like a yes, uncle, yeah. Them, the kasa.
Yeah. Adam on Kasa, only my bet me didn't come on, so be per se on Kasa, no more. No come on here.
Now, this is, and yes, last one for Ghana, and also when you move, no more just a move to my year. This is assembly for another to my year.
No. Oh, that was that. And you're the own bay. Yeah, one yet.
When you're more saying, I'm going to start committing a money.
I have a woody crow.
Yeah. And the money can
Ghana ni dahon. Aje no obi a obey na dwen se obema obi a ho ato no. Ti anya obi saa. Ebe ye half saa. Ghana tie.
David, ni nyina ko, me move ni nyina ko. Thanks.
What I mean is because the way no say obeba be ye
adwuma
oba sika no oji a onye nanso no ni nam krom ho ya nya ne hwe nanso ye so obi di gold a o sisa koton aba ya boka na say e ton gold nso boka ya ji Ghana trati ase nti Ghana na da ho no aye ne say wani ate a bedi bi neko za na tie
na
so ya smart ya
sisi ufia utimi se otuko bitini wakati to obu ofa wall na o pasigal ne o sliding those na o ba na wanga to no fefu enti aye kase ene mpedifo no ba no bi dis year na wa mu na di wo mo ba se mi miti we na mi hwie ne ye be fama ba wa
wuti we
so ye
ya
na ma ba wa na de me ba ye
one for one time ko timu so a bibi baba
so because since 92 how many years who akwa 92 akwa no go di 4 years old or go be mo banana so that's it
it takes 4 years. I know you get a Ghana, it is a Ghana democracy, and Yakwada, Namibia, because a Yak, Apara would be 34 years on Yakwada, we produce. Yakasa, and then any years, and to go for some Buddhist Zomuka or Mayankwada. What does it? Then one by you say, will be any answer one. Ghana, and yes, what you do a rubber baby to you. I control the banana. You know, people not as a boy. And this is the young boy. You be born here, Ghana. You this kind of mountain, yes, you can hear pain.
I'm not, I see, you try
Yami
Sika
try ya
atutui
dada.
deɛ yɛ crab wɔfi Israel. Hey, ɛdi asɛm deɛ ɛsi
You
ɛwɔ
say,
Ghana yi.
would you put my dada, Yamina, or Dipa, a white beer? Sure.
Onipa mpo
Abu
ti yɛ
Badi.
dada nyame na
What
ɔsi sɛ.
what are you, Yamia, Momo, Mutigana? Oh, cry. Come to Mopenya Zoom. Whatever you said, the Momutan was in to go.
So nim sɛ ɔde nyame som no support a mudi
Because the
mirika.
more of it, now with Nana, Ninja, one man take for Wendy, a year, go to the Pumquin.
Na mesi
Yeah,
wei,
baby.
mesi wei, mesi oh. Mesi wei, mesi nyame ayɛ ade ama mo nti mo nyinaa mo nye gye sika mmra. Na mfa nkɔda nyame ase. Ɛsɛ na mmom no Ghana fo anyɛ smart. So ate aseɛ.
So,
Ghana
only
fo no
the
ɔmo
for
anyɛ
one
smart.
areas in you see, Paddy and for Fema, almost the mother, here. Man, you know. But we psychology in Africa, yet, or maybe cool. No, and you put a baby in a leader home. Because when we tell Yamin, and the question is, and the people in the Israel
Obiara se
or
nyame.
Bible
Obiara se
Israel, for the
nyame.
Israel, hey, none also. There's no quiz on my way
Mesi,
to Siena.
me
I don't
ba
want to
no,
quiet
o
people.
mutimi tizi me. Ɔsi, wo deɛ wopɛ ma matwa no afa Bible kita.
No, go
Awudi ti
into
sebi awudi ti si mi
weak
o si.
point.
Oh,
I want
mama,
weak point.
hey. Wopɛ na atwa na wo de kita Bible bra.
I want weak point.
Di bi ababa o.
Na
Ye di
politicians
si mi.
wɔ
Ai.
asɔfo hɔ nso afa asɔfo no so eyi ɛna sɛ sɛ eyi adomkye yi eyi o adomkye yi yɛ nkɔfo kɔ no hɔ akra kɔmase road nyinaa wakɔ so
Abrɔfo.
traffic meanwhile papa yi
Yɛsi
na
2
nkɔfo
days.
yɛ
2 days
nkɔfo
no
kɔ
obi
no hɔ a
antimi nkɔmba.
wɔto soobolo wɔhyia soobolo so o wɔde normal traffic nkɔfo nya kidney problems a wɔaku nkɔfo bi nso obiara nkɔkyɛ ne mu ɛna wɔku nkɔfoɔ na
Asɛm
ɛyi
o.
prophet number one so eyi. Mekasi ni huku makina yo akonji ni to ni a pilot atakuono papa muono doki ho
Palai.
a pilot yetu a pilot yo nyago fon otunyu na yetu ni no ye kumati kunya na okuti ya brother wo sema so ho ta no muti
Ghana mo mu deɛ.
um
Ah, well.
opambo mu na obekọ mu hono mesi ho eye mekasi
Opambwe.
akwana obini na madam twa bi mana madam twa bi ni wakosi dan
Obi ni mu deɛ
ke
sɛ
Kenya
deɛ ɛyi master o.
na in factory
Na
no
ɔbɔfoɔ kan mi sɛ sɛ de ɔbɔfoɔ
Deve
oyi
sɛ
ni
ɔbɔfo mu de ɔmo yɛ nanseefoɔ na ɔmo yɛ nkwadaa obi ne mu hyɛ aseɛ ne akwa ɛnyɛ ne obi ne
obi ni mu deɛ ɔyɛ smart o.
nipa na mo sɛ mo mma yi a na mo nyɛ biribi mmaa na yɛde yɛ biribiara de sɛ ɔbɛkɔ no ɔmo yɛ 1,000 mmaa nkwa yɛ 999 bɛrima baako pɛ na ɔmo nim sɛ nkurɔfoɔ yi ne mu abɛtena hɔ na ɔmo twa bɔ ɔmo akɔfa young guys no body guards no ntumi dza hɔ etumi ne twɛ madam fo ɔno twɛ bi
Ɛso
no
kɔyɛ kora
sɛ
ɛbɛhwe
kyɛn
o.
hwɛ ɔmo sɛ kyɛn wɔn nipa bi a ne bɛtwitwa ɔmo nneɛma a ɔmo yɛ no na ɔmo de ɔmo yɛ sɛ deɛ ɔhyɛ da waba sɛ council no wohu obi ne mu sɛ wode wo so wɔ ɔba wobɛka wasɛm na ɛma bakɔdo akɔ office na ɔmo wɔ tape recorder wɔkyɛ tape na na ɔma aka ɔma rekɔde biribiaa ɔmo wie biribiaa na sɛ obi ne mba na ɔma aka biribiaa kyerɛ sɛ wei ɔba wei ba ha ɛdɛ yɛ ɔbɛba ɛhyɛ da anaasɛ wo time ɔbɛba yɛaka biribiaa nti obi ne mu gyina
Mɔgyimi a na ɔte mo.
aha wogyina platform so na wahyɛ da abɔ baako ɛna maame bi sesei na wɔbɔ deɛ ɛdɛ yɛ ɛbɛtɔm so wo pɛ adeɛ nti wobɛba wobɛka sɛ yɛyɛ kokyɛ dɛ yɛyɛ kokyɛ nti wɔbɛba na ɔba no so yie mia ɛhɛ dɛ na woyi na obi ne ni hɔ nyame bi boɔ
Ma de see you word ya.
Hey, audio musica video or Mutsa now say, Africa, you begin me collect what you bet 20 times. You come to you was having no begin me collect member and for money you carry your money and keep it.
Yes, obi kura mposi ni nana gold. Ni nana gold. And tamwa yes obi ni mkwaji ya osa fede. Aye fake.
Yeah, Bible Naka, or Sine, what told you for or my name, Uncle the Minia at Chester for Toko, and for moon principle, and you know, Chester will be a father on it. Upon him after baby, no number, so then no canima.
And it's sad na yampa.
Na say intro, would canima, and your chain on over your jan, way your child that you look for the feeling, or put them
na yampa se onu na kwanye monampa.
They be nyɛ sɛ ɔno kɔnyi na kwada na kɔgye
Na
akwadaa
kwada na
foforɔ na sɛ
kwanye
wɔma yɛ
mono no.
akrabɔ no nsɛm
Ampam pam
ɛna
pam
wotwa
pam.
mu ti na
Na
ɛwɔ
kwada
asɔre dɛm
kwanye mono no okotwa ne
ɛna
ma
aban bɛ
amanfo kan.
ɛna aban bɛkye na ɔkɔda sɛ kataa wei yɛ asɛm ho sɛ yɛyɛ no police case asɛm a ɔso kɔkɔda prison yɛ no kɔ court no yɛyɛ no police case ɛyi obi nim sisi ɛyi akɔre ɔhusu beban so kɔtwitwi wokae sɛ ɔkɔtwitwi ɔtwitwi ɔtwitwi ɛyi ɔhusu beba ɔhyɛ asɛn kane no ɔkɔtwitwi asɛm na akɔsi sɛ yi eti politics na ɛkɔ ɔmɔ kɔnye nyankoma de ɛnyɛ ɛmfi nyame yɛsɛ nkuta bible anda yɛ no nyankopɔn wɔde kan ka sɛ monhwɛ mo ho yie atodifoɔ bɛba ɛhenti ɛne ma bible no yɛ correct
But yamfa nya sam o. Opa.
adɛde ɛwodɛde a
Yamfa enya sam.
sɛ nipa ɔse yesu mɛsɛ ɔse israelfoɔ pɛ science ɔmpɛ nsɛnkyerɛnne ɛna greekfoɔ nso pɛ nyansa bɛda so ɛti saa ne ɛti yɛpɛ nsɛnkyerɛnne nipa pɛ nsɛnkyerɛnne na mo kasa wo ko ante fie wo kasa wo ya baba wa ko fasa yi mo hadawosa mu nyina wa madada Ghana fo
Waya.
me say Idahosa Nigeria ni Idahosa mo ya maba wa ni oyi Kumasi kwa na akwa yi kwa oyi professor ye no wo ye tu ko tu amna say wo
Akwa na yesu okum nipa no.
ye din ko shi amna mu say wo wo na 3 days ni ye be yi me ko ye ta ta mo ye professor so mo ye nsen o mo ye na no mo fe
Ibe twesi
no mo
ya.
de
Ya boje ne so.
okay, Odiphone cancer. What you mean,
Ensem
Odiphone
unsu
cancer?
aka o, unsu aka ensem
Oh,
abagana
what
ko.
he okay, Odiphone cancer. What Odiphone cancer? You give me a picture. Odiphone cancer. Listen, at the end of the day, there's nothing new. There's nothing new. The will be the movie and go for every man your professors. Odiphone cancer, come out. You know, a big cost of ain't cut that. Because you look at the nipa mpɛ abotire sɛ mesi me bo na medi atɛnyɛ no a yɛyie ama me wɔpɛ biribi atɛntɛntɛntɛntɛn sɛ wopɛ ntɛntɛn nso a ɛnti na ɛnɛ wohu sɛ ɛnɛ sisan keke ɛnɛ sɛ wode 65 a wowu a yɛbɛka sɛ ɔbaa tɔ bi but
No nkrofo a omo eye deal man.
sɛ saa sɛ ɔmfa disciple sɛ yesu ba sɛ ɔwɔ disciple obiara wɔ disciple saa na ɔmɔyɛ mese ɛyɛ asɛm bɛ fa na mekele sɛ those days kwana yɛfɛ no 12 apostles wokɔ tribute hɔ no a na wokɔ abekom na obi tu na ayifoɔ no mozamafoɔ no mdcc mozama district people na ɛmɛ yi na ɛsɛ na woyɛ member na woyɛ member
Me, nyame mpamu. Me kuma edio.
ose
Me kokọ ba bi asa o.
yɛsɛ ɛmɛ yi kɔmɔsifo mmeri ɔmo kɔsa na ɔmo ahyehyɛ ntadeɛ tenten sɛ yi na ɔmo de red abo ɔmo na ɔmo ta dɔma
akora yɛ careful ha te me nana asɔre paa na ɔde kɔ Cape Coast nyinaa wate mesrɛ a
wada ɛkasa yi
mesɛ me nana paa asɔre paa na ɔkɔ Kumasi paa ne yɛkɔ ayi nyinaa wode wokɔ kan a yɛde asɛm bɛyere wate yɛmbɛha wo ɛkyɛ yɛbrɛ yɛ ansa ne yɛtwe naba Roman Catholic
wokae jehuapia
Ohoda, say, yeah. Akaboa na the sound that prince. Omo na na esusun sorry for no ne kentin kro no for no onye na awam for no.
over 100 years jehuapia Your friend Jenny see me ham you appear. Almost the decided by 100 years ago.
But I said those days, to be honest, no more through so bad we are saying. Oh,
Oh, so then
that,
what African, you know, nay, Mitchell, Africa traditional worship.
yeah,
And so much
yeah.
tradition. If you're all meaning, don't combine any. If you know, we are people because who's the weekend?
Oh, that time we are mumiti, and I'm saying no mumiti was state school. Oh, one audio actually. When I know my brand to here, that's a good to only the born in real mood you are there. And but for some reason they were very prayerful.
African Pentecostalism.
Yeah.
You are here on the do by they 100 years ago. Yeah. The back one to North Carolina. Na na just with what be a fine pan near car but for quite some say cocoa for the from work and mean the one situation is today.
Wouldn't Papa, man, talk to Bianca, man, prepared and then I'm the baby. Once a friend, I dear back one, me yani say, Yaka say I'm near a chrome penny for no. A brony bay ni be no. A craft for no say mostly in a new ma be brain yet cano. Because Ansana cocosis in be not say a yearly. Cocoa one and out minya mummy. Lean and heavy season, you know. It be Jibosia to her. Nti akoko kratifo na prince omu ni mfuo kura no ɛyɛ aka me sɛ ɔmo scatter akuafoɔ no
Oh yeah.
so nti sɛ bibi stay no na meka sɛ ɛmi ya sɛ up till now Ghana we are still relying on syndicated loans deɛ ɛtɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ase fim yɛhɔ yɛtuatua binom ka bɛni sɛ nka koko akuafoɔ kora deɛ sika kam ade na ex gracia deɛ bi nka mu da
Yeah, first priority. Almost a year. Yedi kaji kanu yedi kana sana kukuna so abaji kana sana kukuna yedi kana ne kobe duko ikande da ho bo mu de mu kana ko so traje do so mu adwembone asem ne no traje do 90 days
yeah
adi wakwaji bu bitia so wada da de nke eto ya koko buko
yeah
buko mu twa buka pricing wo bia ka
I don't know sir what here there was Papa, the only utia na eninam from Mamusen canon almost person or motisu because of dollar to CD rate, you know. But Charlie, you don't have and Tina make us say the Ghana ya nye careful. And you are the catcher, Papa. Apart from that, sister, a bedroom baby, ye be try a cocoa in egu. Oh no, this is what is going to happen within the next 5-10 years. The Ghana government for a year MPO say NDC. Oh, the Akwafo ni di agro. Oh, yeah, quite say you na ya dwene sister. Back to first e kodo me. Baby, anyi yi. They say yeah, what Western ko ni nyina no. I say ye reform ba kakra kakra kokube. Ela any no ma bi a ya betima ya ton. No, it is a government na nyɛ on the so mun nyina ni. I mean, akora de ama hi ya me ya ne say you can't defend government things. That's Muhammad, they are not efficient. Who ran the abed to abed two way? Who ran the abed the two way? But make you money market ya. It's I hear people defending such a thing, and I mean, pass only Prince Coco, you very capital intensive business.
yeah
The kind
me
of
me na me ka unyamba ye wo wasa wona western regional kana me na ye koku 50 years no wo na wo de ja me nem wo fa ti enya
also,
go
we know one
frame wo
person
fa
of
frame na me
yes. Obi ambe
kapo no
oh, and I sad. Maybe me who say na Edem. It's a different. I mean, come on. Buso me so yet market ya. Ekra for no is yearly.
And then
Really?
let me catch it. In Chroma intention, no, yes, it's cocoa board. This is obey the enemy of cocoa farmers. Instead of saying
The
that
care cocoa
Indian
board
market,
no incentives
obey
the
the
war
enemy.
no friend. Cocoa me say o senka wo magu cocoa board kra. O say
Say I
because
could only say but they deal directly with the cocoa government deal. But when say who didn't cry, you don't need all these kind of things. In Chroma, the Indian say
We are radio, and this
African
is Akwantufuo Radio.
Adobe Shodomu, Adipa Shodomu, waiting a minkwa, that day, Namidi, Odonido, Adobe Shodomu, Adipa Shodomu,